Hello. It's 8 billion.
All right, Nigeria Watch family, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We are back here again. Thank you very much for your time with us this evening. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you all. Today is our debate again. I can see some of our panelists is already there with us. Thank you very much for your time. Let's do this together today. Let me see how many people I have here. 1 minute, my people, because I'm not seeing anybody yet. Okay, I don't know who this is. 1 minute, my people. Okay, I think I need to start bringing people in one by one again. Okay, I can see Jimo Elwon is already here with us. Jimo Elwon, good evening to you, sir. Can you hear me? Mr. Jimo, are you there with us? Okay, Mr. Jimo is trying to join us again. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's see. I think we're having some technical issues here right now. Let's start. Can you all hear me at all? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Good evening to every one of you. If you can hear me, let me know because. Hello, my brother Israel. How are you? Can you hear me? Good evening to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you very much. Good evening, Nigeria Watch, and good evening to all Nigerians and those that are present right here. And Happy New Year in advance.
Wonderful. Happy New Year, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's try to bring Jimo again. Mr. Jimo, can you hear me, sir? Good evening to you.
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Nigerians. Happy New Year in advance.
Thank you very much, sir. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to every one of you in the comment section. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's do this now. To be honest, we're only doing this for 1 hour today. I hope it works. I'm just praying. Israel, don't say anything, please. Don't just talk. 1 hour, we are doing this, and that's it. Okay.
He goes, he passed the 1 hour. Not be here with day.
You wait. I say make you not talk just night. 1 hour, and not go change that for the amount.
I don't know where we'll take the debate for 1 hour. Go ahead, Mr. Jimon. I'll lie talk.
Well, we don't see how the way the two they go. It never ever be 1 hour. But I
okay.
1 hour, I beg.
All right. Yes. This one. No. We'll be quick on this. To be honest, we'll be quick on this because we want to go straight to the point. Before others join us, we're already here. Let's just kickstart right now. So as you can see on the screen, my family on the comment section. Good evening to you, mother of all moving diaspora in the building with us here. I can see DKK TV with us as well. Good evening to you. I can see Nancy Stone, Mary Kimade, Gordon Oposios right there with us. I can see Ten Elliot. Thanks for joining us, beauty lady. Mary Daniel, thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you. Happy 2022 to you all. In the next few hours, we'll be crossing over in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. So this is something that we all need to be rejoiceful about because not everyone managed to see today. So We thank God, and 2022 will be the best year ever that we've ever passed through, the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, my people,
Amen.
once again. Yes, we are going to start right now. We just need to kickstart. We have Israel, we lost you there. We have you back again. All right. Okay, let's just move on right now. As you all know, that the situation in Nigeria from January to this December have not been pleasing, have not been encouraging at all. So we need to talk about some of it right now, especially the banditries. Mommy that's why I said that Nigeria was forget that thing 1 hour. Mommy that's what I wonder when I be talk. Be like say, all right, let's just start. Let's start first. We need more panelists to join us. We only have only 2 right here. So, but I would like us to start with the one that we have already here. So when others comes in, then we can take it from there. We're going to be talking about 2 things today. We're talking about the speech of Governor Obaseki recently with Channels TV, and we're also going to be talking about the insecurity situation that is going on, which the Senator Shehu Sani addressed recently. So before that, I want us to start with those states, then we move on to Senator Shehu and take it from there. Okay, let me play this video. Some of you must have seen it before, but I want us to talk about it and see how it goes from here. Thank you very much, my people, once again.
Nigeria is going to a new stage. There is a new paradigm. The politics we started in 1999 has now expired or is expiring. So anybody who is playing politics the way it was played in 1999 cannot succeed. Because the children who were 5, 6 years old in 1999 today are now getting married. They are now the ones that are going to be in charge. So if we don't provide leadership, they will push us aside. They are more than us. I have their data. They are not happy. They do not like what we did to them during NSAS. So we don't have to wait for them to express themselves again. Let us provide leadership. Because as you know, they say those who make peaceful change impossible make violent change inevitable. So what you are seeing in insecurity today, what you are seeing in hunger, what you are seeing in desperation of our people is a sign of the failure of our political system. And we have to correct it. We have started in Edo and we must continue.
All right, that's the Edo State Governor, the Governor Godwin Obaseki. That statement was made a couple of days ago, but I thought we should elaborate a little bit more on that. Governor Obaseki accepting publicly that they have failed as the leadership, as all the leadership in Nigeria, they have all failed Nigerians. So I like that. I applaud him for that. But the question now is that can we trust him? Can we trust our leaders? So we're going to take it from there. So I'm going to talk to, I want Mr. Jimo to start with us. Mr. Jimo, Aaron, sir, can you talk on this and let's take it from here? Please unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and my fellow Edolites, Nigerians. Now, Happy New Year in advance to everyone. The topic today is a very interesting one.
Yeah.
The state of the nation. When we, take a look at Edo State in focus and Nigeria in general, actually, from the top to the bottom of the government, they've actually failed us totally, because there is nothing that we can point to say this is what they have done that make us to feel there is government.
Yeah.
The security is nowhere to write anything. It's nothing to write home about. the economy, the health system, even the social welfare. There is just nothing to write home about. I think the governor is aware of this. Even if at times they try to play game with their big speeches, they talk a lot and do just a little. So with this speech, I think it is clear to everyone that he is also aware that they have failed, including himself, that there is nowhere we as citizens can turn to say in this aspect, yes, they have done well. It is not, in fact, we are more divided in Edo State and Nigeria this time than ever before.
Exactly.
So divided, so disunited, united, because the people just can't turn anywhere. There is nothing they can happen. At least for a nation, we should be moving from one direction to another. But it's like we are taking a step forward and 3 steps backward. In that case, what do we do? I think the government needs to buckle up. They need to show that we are not living in a fair state. This has nothing to do with just the president. It has to do with every one of them, from the president to the local government. They've all failed. So I think moving forward, they should give us something next year to think about, something to rejoice about, something that will make us patriotic. Before you can tell people to be patriotic to their nation, before you can tell people to think of what they can do for the nation must first of all agree. They must put the citizens into, they must give something to the citizens to think about. You see, where we live today, when we are coming to this country, we just felt after 2 years I'm going home. I don't need to respect anything. 2 years I'm gone. But after 5, 10, 15 years, we know that, oh, this is our home. We changed. We see what the country is doing for us. Even if you want to do something silly, you will say, oh, wait a minute. I need to give back to this country that has given me everything in life. So that's how the way we need to go. The government needs to give something to the citizens to think about. That's the only thing the citizens can be patriotic. You just don't say be patriotic. We are Nigerians. We need to be patriotic. It just don't work that way. The government must also give something back to the citizen, for the citizen to be aware. The citizens should know that this is the direction we need to go. So I think let me stop here so far and give my panelists some opportunity as well to come in. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jimon. We have Brother Nice with us this evening. Brother Nice, good evening to you. Please unmute yourself, Brother Nice.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, my brother, for joining us. Happy 2022 to you right there.
Same to you. Same to you, sir.
Thank you. I guess you know what we are talking about right now, okay?
Yeah, about the state of the nation, right?
Yeah, the state of the nation. And I played a video earlier on with the speech from the Governor Obaseki. Did you watch that video?
No.
Okay. Let me play that video once again so that you can hear what Governor Obaseki was saying here. 1 minute.
Okay.
Is a new paradigm. The politics we started in 1999 has now expired or is expiring. So anybody who is playing politics the way it was played in 1999 cannot succeed. Because the children who were 5, 6 years old in 1999 today are now getting married. They are now the ones that are going to be in charge. So if we don't provide leadership, they will push us aside. They are more than us. I have their data. They are not happy.
Okay, I'll stop that right there, Brother Nice. But before I come back to you, Brother Nice, we have Mr. IT with us. Mr.
Let me just speak, please.
Hold on. Let me welcome somebody to the floor, please. Hold on. Brother IT, thank you very much for your time with us. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from the US.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to welcome you to the floor, so I'll be coming back to you again, sir.
Thank you.
Brother Nice, go ahead, talk to us on this video and the state of the nation right now.
Okay. Pertaining to this, to what I just saw now, what Obaseki is saying. This governor, what has he done for the people of Edo State? That is my first question. But let me just say, he cannot do much because the problem that we have in that country is from the state.
From the federal.
It's from the federal. That's what I meant. It's from the federal. But Obaseki cannot do much. Governors cannot do much if the federal has problem. If the presidency has problem. If we want to repair that country, we want to change many things about that country, it has to start from the presidency, the state, the federal. You understand? Yes. So that is where the problem lies. Okay, like what that brother just said, the last brother that I spoke before I came in. Let me add to what he said. It makes a lot of sense. Do you know that majority of all Nigeria citizens, what are we gain as a citizen of Nigeria in our life? We don't have free education. We don't have this thing, electricity. There's nothing that this government have done for the people. The basic needs of the people, they cannot provide it.
All the government, not just this government, all of them.
That's what I'm saying. All the government, the basic need of the people, they can't provide it. The Nigerian youth, we are doing all our best to be patriotic about that country. If election comes, do you know how much Nigerian youth contribute to elections? When it comes to football, they see no matter all the disappointment that this government are put through, all those governments, but we still try to be patriotic. We still try to support our team. We do everything that we can to support that nation. But what the government do for the citizens in return? Nothing. It's only abject poverty. That is what we receive in return. Since I was born in Nigeria, I get to this age now. The only thing I hold Nigeria is Nigeria passport. Even to do the passport self, do you know the stress we pass through? To even have your own country passport, they will treat you as a foreigner, as a slave. So you see that country, they say we should pray. I think time of prayer is over. The only thing that country all those people will understand is revolution. That is just the root. That is the grassroots. We need to do everything to make sure that these people live. Okay, imagine, just look at all the president that is in power. Look at his age. Look at all the ministers. Look at the age of Lai Mohammed. That man that we just see white, we said he's black. See the age of, well, the Bible said, by their cap you shall know them. By Lai Mohammed cap, we they know who he be. Lai Mohammed, by his cap, we shall know him.
All right, Brother Nice, you are going to talk more today because we have another video that we are going to be playing for you guys again. You know, this one is still from Governor Obaseki because we need to be holding them accountable for whatever they are saying to us. We have a lady in the building today. The Irish World is here with us today for the second time. The Irish World, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Good to be here with you people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is good. We need a woman in the middle because we all need to join her together to push this block suckers way.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I decided to connect today because I've seen that you have always been a kind of men affairs. I said no. At least we the women, we also have rights in the society. You know, the position of the women cannot just be go and breastfeed, go and cook. Exactly. It's time to make the women. It's time to make other women also know that we have voice in the society. We can also exercise our rights and tell the country our pains and our rights and what we think.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining us once again. I will get back to you.
All right.
before we move on again, as opposed to go to Mr. IT right now and Israel, I want you guys to wait. I'll come back to you guys. I want everyone to watch this video. Then we'll move on from here. 1 minute, people.
Hearing a lot of comments on the internet that I gave cows and rice to Kabaka. I read the comments of some people who say they are my supporters. I felt sad. I said they are not my supporters. Those comments. Because this is Christmas. We are celebrating Christ, the basis of our Christian religion. Before politics, we are human beings. Is that not so? We are human beings first before we are politicians. So if we cannot show humanity, then we will not be human politicians. If somebody who's a grandfather can come out on social media to beg for forgiveness, goes to church to beg for forgiveness, who am I not to forgive the person? I'm a man voter. I'm where I am today because of God. I'm not governor because I want to be governor, but God made it possible. So if I now pray God, I'm not sure God will forgive me. So for those who are commenting on social media, they can continue to comment. They don't believe in what I believe in. They are not Christians, they are not leaders. I have no regrets because we all agreed that God gave us vision.
At least the good thing about it is that Governor Obaseki, you are following social media. So I like that. For those who's commenting on social media, you can continue to comment. Anyway, let's continue with this video. I like that part.
On social media, they can continue to comment. They don't believe in what I believe in. They are not Christians, they are not leaders. I have no regrets because we all agreed that God gave us victory. And in that victory, we should be magnanimous. And that is what I try to do today. As we go forward into the new year, we are going to have challenges. Not of our own making, but challenges because of the country we live in. There will be serious economic challenges. Don't be under any illusion. I said it more than 6 months ago that we had major crisis. Now it is showing it's going to be worse next year. But we have tried to insulate the bill. I drove around this morning to some major projects, just checking. And I'm glad, okay, I met my senior in one of the projects. And I'm glad that we took the decisions we took several years ago. It will be tough for Nigeria, but it will not be too bad for us today. What we need to do is to continue to be united, to continue to be focused. Those people who believe.
Okay, my people, that was Governor Obaseki speaking on the recent activity where he gave 2 bags of rice and a cow to Komletoni Kabaka. And I also played this previous video where he was talking that if they don't work for the youth right now, they are going to come back for them. So I would like to play that one once again so that I move to those that need to talk. Since the Irons World is just joining us now, the good comrade is trying to join us. You need to turn on your mics up. You know you struggled with this yesterday. Turn on your mic so that you'll be accepted into the floor. You know, I can see Jimo Elwon, your mic is also turned off now. You cannot be accepted into the floor. You need to turn it on as well before we can accept you here. Mr. Jimo Elwon, turn on your mic. I can see you are trying that, but keep trying. Right. Yes, I want us to listen to this one more time.
Nigeria is going to a new stage. There is a new paradigm. The politics we started in 1999 has now expired or is expiring. So anybody who is playing politics the way it was played in 1999 cannot succeed. Because the children who were 5, 6 years old in 1999, today are now getting married. They are now the ones that are going to be in charge. So if we don't provide leadership, they will push us aside. They are more than us. I have their data. They are not happy. They do not like what we did to them during NSAS. So we don't have to wait for them to express themselves again. Let us provide leadership. Because as you know, they say those who make peaceful change impossible make violent change inevitable. So what you are seeing in insecurity today, what you are seeing in hunger, what you are seeing in desperation of our people is a sign of the failure of our political system. And we have to correct it. We have started in Edo, and we must continue.
All right, that's Governor Obaseki right there. The good comment, please, I mute you. Please leave it like that because the noise on your background is coming to the stream. You know, leave the mic like that for now. When it's time for you to speak, I will unmute you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. And we have a lot of people here now. Mr. Akin, thanks for joining us right now. Good evening to you. How are you doing, my brother? Mr. Akim, are you there? Mr. Akim, you are not talking.
My mic is not coming up.
You keep, just leave your mic alone. You keep muting and unmuting. Unmute yourself. Okay, good. It's good now. Don't touch it anymore.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, it's good. Stop touching. Then speak. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you just said I'm good. That means...
All right. No, because it still shows on the mic that it's still mute. That's what I'm asking.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Happy 31st of December, and hopefully we have a very productive debate this evening. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. I'll come back to you. We have the good comrade here with us. Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good evening, my family. May God bless us all. Greet everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year in advance. In a few hours, time, we'll be having a crossover to a new year, a progressive year, and a fruitful one for that. So God bless everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please mute yourself now. Whenever I want to talk to you, you can unmute yourself, or let me do that for you. All right. We have... Okay, I told we have another lady here before. Okay, all right. I think we got her wrong. All right, let me... 1 minute, my people. I have another person here which I need to introduce right now. I have Mr. Rex, frankly. Mr. Rex, frankly, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing?
Good evening, bro. I'm very happy to be amongst the one of the contributors to this programs today. In fact, this is my first time of joining you. That's usually when I'm free or when I'm less occupied, I do follow your program a lot. Today, earlier, I was following the first part of your program, which was done yesterday, because yesterday I was a little bit occupied, busy, I couldn't join. So when I got the information that you'll be joining to, you'll be coming ahead today, I decided to say, no, I must join today. Contribute my little part.
Which country are you joining us from, sir?
I'll be Manchester, United Kingdom.
Okay, United Kingdom, my own country as well. Okay, good. Thank you very much for joining us. So I'll be coming back to you again.
It's a pleasure to be with you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, we have Victor. Mr. Victor, turn down your system, please. Turn down where you are watching me from. Turn down one completely down. Mr. Victor, we cannot talk to you now. Mr. Victor, I'm removing you now. When you are ready. No, sir. Mr. Good Comrade, please. YouTube is against this. Yesterday, showing another video or showing us on your stream. Yes. After yesterday's show, we were warned for it. You know, thank you very much, sir, for your understanding. All right, let's try Mr. Victor once again, or if not, then we'll move on for questioning. Mr. Victor, I'm bringing you in. Please turn every gadget down where you are currently watching me from. All right, to reduce the news from your the noise from your background. Okay, Mr. Victor,
where you are currently.
All right, Mr. Victor, I'm sorry. I'm removing you from the screen right now. You need to come back all over again. And unfortunately, someone else might take your space because I can see that a lot of people are fighting to come in right now. It's a first come, first serve. We can only take 12 and that's it. Okay. Mr. Jimo, I don't know what is happening. You need to turn on your mic or someone else who is going to take your space. And I cannot do anything about that. I can't remove anybody that is already here. You know, we have only one space left now or two. I don't know. Mr. Jimo, you need to stay here. Someone will take your space.
Okay, thank you. I think the thing is going off and on.
Yes. You might go off, someone else might come in, and then we can't really do anything about that because I can see a lot of people are showing interest to come in right now. So before that, let's move on, people. Thank you very much, you all, my panelists, for joining us right now. We need to, I guess everybody listening to Governor Obaseki's 2 videos which I played. I'm going to Israel. Mr. Israel, are you there with me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Ninja Watch again, once again. And good evening, my co-panelists. I'm very happy that everybody's queuing in today. Thank you so much for all this. It shows that we are showing awareness, and may God bless you all. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, yeah, we can hear you. I said,
okay. All right. Let me start. Thank you, Governor Obaseki, for that speech, the first part of speech. It shows, Edo people, let us listen. Listen to that speech very well. It talks about our old system we have been practicing. These children are tired of it. It shows that these people are listening to us. Now it is time for you to tell them, Osevidio, you came in to tell us that those system is wrong. It is time we have to change the political landscape. Everybody, I have been singing it here. Our system is wrong. The foundation of that system, political system in that state, has been wrong from day one. And these are the platform they have been ruling on. And now they are hitting on it. It is time to capture it. Don't give it to them back. Hold your firm. Hold it firm. Because they're not telling you, you see the way he used the NSAS protest, because the youth were demanding. And this actually went to the federal authority, and they went into they also at the whole of the state, the 36 states, adopted a resolution to say that they must open a panel to actually listen to the youth so that they can use a way to bring them into governance. As we speak now, it is a zero thing that never happened in the 36 states. So let's leave that aside. On the second speech that he gave, Mr. Governor, thank you very much. We are all Christians by the grace of God. Some are Muslims, and we all know what forgiveness means. And as a Christian, I believe that you must forgive your fellow brothers, right? But you also say that it's a time of Christmas whereby you give. We believe that. But, Mr. Governor, you also understand that it is the oath that you swear to defend everybody in that political system, right? And it is a fundamental right of giving one and giving the next person. Don't take their fundamental right from them. So you have given one person, so you also give it to the next person, because you came as a governor to govern all. We don't say you should not forgive anybody. He is our brother. We know. But one thing you must understand, Mr. Governor, We do not understand this kind of politics, because if you say we are standing on the rule of law, that everybody is subject under the rule of law, what you give to Peter, you must give it to Paul. Because when Jesus was teaching in the Sermon of the Mount, feeding the 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, he called everybody and gave them equal rights, and they ate and they went home. That led to Mr. Ayefele, who sang in Yoruba, "Elje ajeyo, El2D lole." So, Mr. Governor, you can understand where we are coming from. Our fundamental right must be given to us as citizens. We should not give anybody because we believe on the spirit of forgiveness. We're going to shift it. If everybody is due for this, let it be due for this person. And this is what we stand for as a youth advocate. And I will stand for that. And I will not apologize for anything. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Israel, for that. We're going to go to the Irene's word now before the next person. The Irene's word, are you there with us?
Yeah, I'm very much here.
All right. Thank you very much. I guess you're listening to the both videos. Please let us know your contribution, madam.
Yeah, definitely. I listened to the 2 videos. I would like to comment on the first video where he was talking about the old politics they used to play. I am glad that they know that things are changing and things have really changed. And I'm glad they know that the youth are clamoring for a different system entirely. But the bad thing about these things is they know, but what are they doing about it? That is the question. And he indirectly said that if we don't present good leadership, they will come out and take it from us, which means they are somehow not really listening to the youth, because youth want to get involved in the political system in Nigeria. But the leaders choose to go there and sit and decide to die in every seat that is being given to them. It's only in Nigeria you will say that no matter what is happening, no matter the pressure, no politician can ever resign. No matter what they accuse them of, no matter the proof, they don't resign. They don't get tired. They need more, they need more, they need more. And any youth that is coming in, if you don't have connection, you don't have a godfather, your father is nobody from somewhere, there is no chance for the person. So right now he's saying that let's give good leadership so that the youth will not rise up and take it from us. That is not what we want, Mr. Governor. We want to be carried along. Whether you provide a good leadership or not, the old people must not remain in power. The old systems must not continue. We want you people to bring in the youth. Even if you change the system of leadership, carry your people along. In the area of saying that some people are not Christians or whatever, they don't understand what forgiveness is, I don't think there is anybody that doesn't understand what forgiveness is, even if the person is not a Christian. We understand what forgiveness is, and we are not against it. We welcome peace in our states. But the issue here is how sincere these things are. How can we trust them? Because now, with the program that was held yesterday, something happened about the press conference of the APC. Governor Obaseki has been on the seat for the past 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. They have not come out to come and say is practicing a democratic taboo, or what they call it.
Yes.
What a coincidence that Governor Obaseki gave a Christmas gift, according to him, to the APC youth leader. Now, to my own understanding, they feel threatened because in Nigeria we practice a kind of political system that is like they are doing it as a prostitution, you know. They jump from here, they go to here, they go to here, they jump from here. So I feel now that APC is being threatened. It's our youth leader. By doing this, maybe he might jump over to the other side. They not came up with one press conference to come and tell us what we know, because there is nothing they can tell us that we don't know about the system anymore. So I just want to let them know that enough is enough. We are tired. And I'm here today to speak as a woman, to be precise. I know we have the constitutional rights. Nigeria politics does not base on maybe just men. Because I noticed that the politicians, they are seeing women as, let's leave those people. When election comes, we just go and share them wrapper and onions and rice. We are good to go. They should know that we are more than that in the society. We need visibility. They should carry all citizens along. When they are talking about youth, they shouldn't program their mind maybe on male youth or whatsoever may be in their mind. Everybody should be carried along. The women should be recognized in the society. They should treat us fairly. They should stop treating us as if just they are just women to go and cook or to born children or housewives. Outside being a mother and a housewife, we are women. We are human. They should stop playing politics of onions and wrapper with the women. And we are here to clamor for our rights and to create awareness to make the women know their rights in the society, to stop the voting of onions and wrapper and rice during the election. Thank you so much for now.
Thank you, madam. We're going to come back to you again. Thank you very much for that beautiful contribution. Women must be carried along. They are not just known to be in the kitchen. No, that is totally unacceptable. I accept that from you. Right, we need to move on, my people. We have a lot of panelists today. We have, let's go to Mr. Rex Franklin. Mr. Rex Franklin, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, sir. I guess you watched those two videos, right?
Thank you, Niger Watch, for giving me this opportunity the first time to be among you guys. In short, I'm very, very delighted, happy to be with you guys. Because like me now, I'm from Edo State, Ebinima to be precise. Seeing always on social media or whenever I go to Nigeria, what is happening in my state, in my country, we use the word of one of the greatest literature writer that I've read his book, Ngoge Watingo. He said, "Weep not child." So I will say, "Weep not Nigeria," so weep not Edolites, because I believe gradually we are coming towards the end of the tunnel, and there will be light. Why do I say so? Because I cannot see the political elites or the political cabals being threatened. We demonstrated that just in 2020 when they saw the NSAS. And with the present speech of the technocrat we have in Edo State, as he called himself, Governor Norase Obaseki, which I will also say has been duly elected as my governor, but not acting as a real governor of the Edo people. Why do I say so? Now, you are not complaining that if we are not governing well, the youth will catch up with us. Why are you not governing well? Why will the youth not catch up with you, guys, if you are not doing the right thing that you're supposed to do? Okay, let me start like this. Edo State in the 70s was Bende and Delta. We are able to manage the resources given, was Edo and Delta. We are able to manage the resources given to them. Through Obemudia and Ambrose Ali in the late 70s and early 80s, two universities imagine those in Dembe, Benin and Delta then. Okay, we have the ESU, Edo State University now. We have the University of Benin, then erected too, and a lot of technical colleges. Now, let me just ask the first question. What have this governor put in Edo State for we, the citizens of we, the Edo life? Nothing to write on. Why shouldn't you be afraid that the youth will catch up with you people? What have you really done to empower the youth in that state? When it comes to election period, you share bags of rice, you share peanuts to the people. Now, we are approaching 2023 election, and you people are now being threatened because you see the mood, you see the wave of change coming towards your people. Look at what is happening to Take It Back leader, Showore. I was with you guys. I wasn't with you guys. I was watching the program. People were saying Showore should go and start from the state level. If we now tell me, did Obaseki start from the state level? It was in the finance. It was the head of the finance team of Oshomole. Has he ever held any position before as a politician? But we have Showore, who was a youth that have been in the active movement, even for our democracy in 1999. We did not vote for him. Now, these people have seen the wave of NSAS in 2020. They are now being threatened. The only thing I just have to say, we are close to the tunnel, the end of the tunnel, as I earlier said. But if we keep on to play to all these political caveats, we will never see the light. And I pray we, the youth, should not turn to the Moses. We, the present youth, should not turn to Moses. That will lead the Israelites to the promised land, but it will never get in there. That we, the present crops of youths, because they have seen the handwriting of the world, that we are coming. But if we did not change our way, we will never see that light that is ahead of us. So I would like to say about the other one, giving rise to Tony Kabaka. Let me just say his name precisely. I laugh because as a lot of us that are in the panel, we know that we are in the Western world. There is no place and never, nowhere it is done. You will select a few people, Tony Kabaka, Obaze, Comrade Stanley, Osado. So I don't want to really, I'll be forced to mention it, but I'm not interested. Give it then. Let me call what I will call palliatives. For what? Why? Why are you doing it? Why are you selective? Are they the only people hungry in the states? Or are they stakeholders in your governments? There are a lot of things we should just look at, not just come here to say this or that. But we should always try to hit the nail at the head. If youth like Magalu, Showore were rejected, which youth do we want to bring up that is already in politics before, that will lead us to the promised land? You don't need to be into the I'm talking in respect of what some of my colleagues said. Some of the colleagues that was on it yesterday, I think just said something I can't really remember. He said yesterday that Showore should go to start from the state level, there where we now know him, before we can come and vote. Did we not know Obaseki that it was a crook before we voted for him again? Or should you be known first before you can be voted for? It is your ideal, it is your policies that you bring forward before us. There was no political party in Nigeria in 2019 that had a clear manifesto like that of Take It Back movements. But we, the youth, we rejected him. So we youth have to get it right, because the cabal already see us as a force behind them. But if we refuse to get it right, we will be like Joseph, leading the Israelites out of Egypt, but never getting to the promised land. That's we youth getting to the end of the tunnel, but we will never see the light. Maybe another generation from us. So please, I will stop there on the moment. I have a lot to say. I just want to
come back to you
insert that into it first. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Wright. I appreciate you. Thank you. We'll be moving now to Mr. T, Mr. IT. Mr. IT, are you there with me?
Yeah, I'm very much here.
Yeah, good evening to you once again. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good morning, Nigeria Watch, and to my co-panelists. And I really like this topic, and I would like to contribute this way.
Okay.
The governor gave a beautiful speech. To me, I think it's a beautiful speech. He enumerates some the areas. Yeah, I'm referring to both of the videos.
Okay.
You know, so and he enumerated the strengths of the youth, and he mentioned something that if we don't provide leadership, the youth will take over. You see, all the laws they are making in Nigeria, They only have effects when it comes to federal. Why do I say so? You see the senators, the House of Assembly members, I'm talking about National House, they can say what they want to say to the president. They talk whatever they want to say to the president, whether the president likes it or not. Which one of them can replicate that same talk to their governor? Which House of Assembly member can speak to their governor? Because the governor has, matched their head. That is, they don't have voice. What is Obaseki trying to tell us? You're talking about leadership. You are operating a house where we don't have with a half, not even up to half, not up to 2/3 of the members of the House of Assembly members, and you'll be running government, and you call that leadership. You are operating local governments, Ketika, you cannot constitute local government chairman, you call that leadership? I don't get it. It's like what these leaders, with what is said, it's obvious that they are listening, they are hearing us. But now he's in a public place, before the camera, he wants to tell us what we need to hear, not what he's practicing. Exactly. He just wants to tell us what we need, what we want to hear, so that we can clap. Check his work. He came out with a panel probing land grabbers. I'm not seeing the effects. No force, nothing, no implementation. It's just there. I just make the law for you people. Is that how it's supposed to be? Is that how it works? I've never seen one thing that's working. Okay, look at the state. When you talk about tomorrow's leaders, when you are bringing them, you are talking about accountability. We don't know how much goes into the state on a monthly basis. We don't know how this thing is being splitted into contracts. We don't know how much the governor is getting. Is that the leadership is talking about? I don't get it. I don't get it. I think the leaders should do more than what they are saying. They should make the government transparent so that people can key in. People can know what is going on. I don't need to be in government. I don't need to be the governor's friend or the governor's AD to know what is going on in the government. This is transparency. If you don't build people's mind, if you don't conscientize people, or this is how things is going to be, you see the next generation you're going to bring, they are still going to key in that system, most especially when they get hold of power. They believe this is how it should be done. Then keep everybody aside as long as the government is benefiting you. As long as it's benefiting you, keep it aside. Because this is the kind of orientation we've gotten over time. Because what you see, what you don't know, will not trigger the mind. We are here. It took us time. Ask everybody who traveled abroad today. It took us time to adjust into the system, because it's not the way we see it back home. We adjust and we see it's working and we follow up.
Yeah.
And this same leadership, they always go here to do their celebration and everything. Those things they are learning, why they are not replicating it back home? Show this is how leadership should go, so that people will learn what accountability is and all those things. We started seeing how it works and we learn how to key into those things. I think that's, I would say for that, the governor should do more. Those things you implement, not just come to TV and started giving us good story like all these pastors do, tell you tomorrow before daybreak you become a millionaire, not showing how you're going to get to that, make the million, not show you where you will get the job. They'll just tell you tomorrow because they know that is what you want to hear. This is the same preaching I'm hearing from the governor. So speaking of forgiveness is good. It's good to forgive anybody who offended you. I don't know the issue both of them have, himself and Tony Kabaka, but since he said he has forgiven him, it's fine. Everybody should forgive. But I don't know if Tony Kabaka were to be my leader. I don't know how I can look at his face today, because as far as I'm concerned, his rating has dropped. because I overheard him saying something like, "I will work with you for the next presidency." What that statement entails? If he wants to move into PDP, yeah, if the door is open, he should go. But to me, I think, I don't know how we look if I happens to be a member of the APC. I don't know how we're able to look him and I don't know what he's looking for. I don't understand what they are building, because it looks like everybody's just behaving left, right. There is no proper channel to anything. We are in the Utah season. It's good to forgive. I'll rest my case for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Art. I appreciate you right there. Let's also move to somebody is already making a lot of noise in the background. Who is that? I think that's the good comrade. I have to mute you again, sir. Please always mute yourself, because your noise in your background is coming here. Before I move on with you people, I'm sorry, we have someone who's trying to call in. Let's talk to this person. Good evening to you. Please turn down your system. Are you actually watching us right now?
Hello, yeah.
Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Prince Collins, a regular person with you. I'm calling from Manchester.
Okay, Mr. Prince, talk to us, sir. Go ahead.
Are you okay, my brother?
Yes, yes, I'm good, sir. We are live, right. You know, right?
I greet everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What I want us to actually discuss, or what I want us to start laying emphasis on, is the way forward, because I can see that most of us already know what is going on there. So I think what we need to do, in order not to waste too much of our time and energy, is how are we going to, find the solution, the way forward. That is how we are going to, play our role to make that positive change that we are talking about. Because if we keep discussing the problem even for 1 year, it won't bring the solution. So for me, what I'm suggesting is that, because in a democratic arena now, if you want to make a change, you must be an active participant. You must participate.
Mm-hmm.
You must be on ground. And if you don't want to be on ground physically, you must have a representative back there. We have left. I think we live in this political arena for these people who make them to do whatever they are doing, and they will just go away with it. So whether law or whatever, to make a change, we need to be there. Most especially in that state. Let us focus on our state. For we that are in diaspora, most especially those people in diaspora, I think we already have enough population that can make that positive change. So what we need to do is to start from the grassroots level. We don't mind, no matter how small it is, we should, make sure we play our role actively back home. Start from the grassroots level. Even at the local government council, there is a legislative arm of government at the local government council, which are the councillors. We have that have the speaker as head. So if we can penetrate by sponsoring the youths back home, if we cannot go and participate actively because of what we are, because of one or two excuses that is best known to us, we can finance or put our heads together to push viable youth into this position. First of all, the local government council need to be held responsible for their duties that they don't perform. Most of us, we focus on the governor actuality, and we are overemphasizing important aspect of it. The local government council of each local council have a role to play that they are not playing. They are even worse than these governors. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if we can, penetrate by doing one or two things to put people under the local government council that will work. There are positions like supervisory councillors. There are positions like councillors. Councillors, if we have a viable legislative arm of a local government, they can hold the executive be liable to their duties, then they can checkmate the executive. It's just like when you have the Council of Assembly that just answering yes and yes to the governor will just do whatever he likes, just as the House of Reps or House of Senate does the same thing in the presidency. The same way is happening in the local council. So if we as the Endolites, that have seen what is happening right back here in Europe, seeing how the local council is playing their role to make sure that individual, because this is the local government council that will make sure that the dividend of democracy is delivered to individual in each unit, and the unit representative like the ward and the unit communities.
Yeah.
It is local council that have that responsibility. So the governor cannot go to the extent of making sure that the dividend of democracy is delivered to individual. It is local government council that need to be responsible to that effect.
Exactly.
Like where we live now, we know that we can go to a local council like in UK when you want to pay your tax by any which is a council tax.
Yeah.
You go to the local council where they are the one that take care of those beans, they sweep the road, they repair the water system to make sure that water, light, and all those things are delivered. They take care of unit health centers. These are the responsibility of local councils. We do overlook these people, and they just go away with the money. The allocation that goes to each local government, like Oredo or Northeast or whatever, the money that goes to these people, if you go in details and find out, you will know that even the governor is just joking. They are wasting funds. They are the one that need to be held responsible, because when you hold when the people of the area hold the councillors, send a message to the local government council, and we have a viable members of representative in the local council, like the councillors. They are responsible to their duty, and meet the council head, which is the local government chairman. The local government chairman will now in turn go straight to the governor to tell the governor that this is what my people want. We should try to see how we are going to hold people responsible from the grassroots level. Because it is at this grassroots level that we have power, the common people, because the democracy that we are practicing for the people, by the people, and democracy of the people, by the people, and for the people, starts from the grassroots level. You have to, make sure that your unit home, your household is okay. How do you do that? You consult the unit, like the ward. Then the ward will consult the local council. The local council will go. It's a chain of a calendar. So if we begin to focus on the governor will just listen, and he cannot. There's a level at which the governor can go. There's a level at which the president can go. You cannot go and meet the president to come and put your road in your road or Pasakomba, issue a lane off of Pasakomba. You not tell the president to come and repair it for you. It is the council head that will be responsible for those kind of things. So if we want to improve anything, let us see how we can sponsor youth into all those viable positions, give them orientation, give them good education as regard what democracy is all about, push them in there, tell them what to do, then we step behind them and make sure that they go into the power of these council heads and force things out of them. That is where we'll get dividends of democracy, to us. Let me stop there so that other people can actually contribute. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everybody.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Before we move on, I can see, I'll come back to panelists, but I can see Alex is calling us right now. Alex, good evening to you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you. Have you been following us? Did you watch the video that I played earlier on?
Yes, I tried to join in, but it's telling me that the debate is full.
It's full.
That I should wait.
Okay.
Until someone leaves.
Exactly. So what you are going to do now, check your WhatsApp, okay? I'm going to send you something on the WhatsApp. Check it, okay? Let me talk to somebody else now. Check your WhatsApp now, all right? How many more people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Nigeria Watch. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening to you. How are you doing?
Yeah. I want to say a special good evening to the fellow panelists over there. Happy New Year in advance to you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm just following your program now, and it's a very good topic you are addressing. And I like the civil manner in which the panelists are contributing, which means there is discipline in your platform. You don't entertain anybody to satisfaction anybody or to insult anybody. We can commend you a lot. You have been able to provide discipline and leadership for your platform. I commend you, Nigeria.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So let me start by first of all addressing the first speech about youth that the governor made. You know, I've heard some people address this problem, and I've seen other platforms talking about it. But I have a different view because I feel that a lot of people are taking this speech out of context. You understand? If you look at let's put it into context. You know, the governor was speaking to party leaders. You understand?
Yeah.
So he was advising those people to provide good leadership. Otherwise, the youth will push them aside. The other ones coming behind will push you aside. Just like if an elder does not respect himself, then small people they can take me a year.
Yeah.
So it was just a fight to the party leaders because it was a party guy of PDP. So he was speaking to his party leaders that it is good that the politics of we should not play the kind of politics we were playing before. We should be sincere and play the politics. That if you don't do well, the younger ones, the youth will come from behind and push you aside. So as party leaders, you must provide good leadership. That was the way I understood it. You understand?
Okay.
That is the way side. You know, I also want to quickly address something. I hear a lot of people complain about the house is not complete, that there are 10 members instead of 24. And rightly so. It's not supposed to be so. But why I may not Obaseki for it. But I think Obaseki can take all the blame. The elected members themselves, they also have to take part of the blame also. Because we all know what transpired there. When a house will be constituted, what the governor does is do a proclamation, which he did.
Yeah.
When they came back, rebelled against him and said that it was not God, it was not a good pronunciation, they did it in the night. And then they went to court. And the court said the governor cannot do another proclamation. Instead of accepting the court decision and going for their inauguration, they went to sit in Abuja. So after 180 days, according to the law, there are 6 legislative vacant. They now went to court. So the case is in court. So what do you want the governor to do? I don't understand people. You understand? They are the one that took the case to court. Okay, if they want to settle it between, let them first go and withdraw their case from court.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is like the way side. So what do they want the government to do? If we go according to the law, they should wait and let the court decide the case. The case is in court.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Because I went to court. So if they want to settle it peacefully, let them first go and withdraw their case from court.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to say lastly, what I want to also address is the Nigeria we have in general. You see, Nigeria right now, the way it is not working. In any state you go to, Nigeria is not working. What I feel the problem is Nigeria is too centralized. We need to restructure and practice true federalism. Let's all decentralize. Let every region or state have control of their own resources. And they can develop faster. And these states will go faster. Because right now, it's what the federal government gives you that they will take. Kind of money, so okay, take 22 naira, take 10 naira. You have to accept it, even though most of the resources are being taxed from your land, but you don't get much. Okay, for example, like for example, they'll give you 30% in addition. What is that? It's not enough. The money that is most states are getting now is peanuts. If we want real infrastructural development of modern infrastructure, the is peanuts. People are already building smart cities. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I feel what I believe that Nigeria needs now is restructuring. Let us decentralize. Let every region state control their resources, and then everybody will contribute to the central plus, to the federal government. The federal government just not only provide oversight and regulation across the board. You understand?
Okay.
That is the only
Thank you.
grow faster and grow faster.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Right. Before we pick another call, let's go back to my panelists. They've been waiting there. And now let's go to the good comrade. The good comrade.
Yeah. I greet everybody. I greet my entire family in this platform. My co-panelists.
Yes.
Happy New Year in advance. May God bless us all. Let me start with it. Let me start with the speech of the governor. May God bless the governor for that good speech. Even in that speech, there was a part when he said his own party faithfuls and his followers were even criticizing the gift he gave to the opposition, that if they are truly his supporters, they should have the heart of forgiveness. I commend him for that comment. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
But I have a problem with even the sharing of the rice and the cow in the first place, because that's taxpayers' money. There are millions of people, the downtrodden, the less privileged on the streets, who cannot even get 5 kg of rice. Those are the people that need the rice the most. The reason why it's in government is to improve the life of the people. They call politicians in Edo State at less than 2% of the population of Edo State. So when a governor comes every December and be sharing rice and cow to individuals, that is corruption. That is not why he was voted into office.
Yeah.
He's supposed to use the resources of the state for the general good of the people, not for selected individuals. So the core politicians, they are less than 3-4% of the entire state. So I condemn him for that. Now, moving forward, Edo State election is coming. 2024 governorship election, 2023 presidential election. The governor said if they don't perform, if they don't deliver the dividends of democracy, the youth will kick them out. Nobody is stopping the governor not to work. It does not need somebody to push him to work. If he truly wants to work, he knows what to do. He knows how to source for funds. So the youth are not ready. That is my conclusion. They are not ready. If they are ready, if the youth are organized, if those in government today, if they have foresight, they should go back and replay that NSAS protest. The day the youth will be ready and organized, all of them will run away to foreign countries. And it's in their own interest to develop our various states. Now, the devils in Nigeria are the governors. They are the bigger devils. Why am I saying this? President Buhari at the time passed it into law and made sure that local government get their autonomy so that the fund coming to local government goes to them directly. The various governors use the various acts of assemblies across the country, the state of federation, to kill that bill so it will not see the light of the day. Like my brother that just finished talking now, he's complaining about the local governments, that they are the problem, there's corruption there. There's something people don't know. The money that comes to local government every month from FEC, that comes from federal allocation to local government, governors from various states deduct from it. That is why they cannot function. What most of the governors do, this is a public information. They will sit down with the head of service in that local government and ask him, what is the wage bill of all, like in Oredo now. Oredo local government pays all the primary school teachers in Edo State, in Oredo local government. They will tell them, what is the total amount of people, workers in Oredo? What's the wage bill? How much does that amount to? Okay, if 2 billion is coming and you only need 500 million to pay salary of your staff in Oredo and primary school teachers in Oredo, that means about 1.5 is free. The governor can just decide to take 1 billion from that local government that month. The next month, he takes 500. They just do it at will. That is the reason why local government don't function and we don't see the effects. And again, local government elections is being conducted by the government in power. Look across Nigeria. It is always the governor whose party is in government that dominates the local government election when results is being read out during local government election. So he just put his boys there as figure-headed people just to occupy office. As money comes, it deduct at source and give them what to pay, what the leftover to pay their staffs. So that's why we are where we are right now. My advice for the states: 1, the governor is a governor elected by the people. He has no right to deprive the local governments of governance. He needs to conduct local government elections because this is the government that is closer to the people. He needs to conduct it. He cannot tell us there's no money. No, that's an excuse. He needs to conduct the election so that there will be election. Why am I saying this? If you see videos on social media and all that, look at the city centers, look at all the markets, heap of refuge, the city centers, Ring Road, Mission Road, heap of refuge all over the place, the markets. Why? Because local government is not in office. So there's nobody to pick off those refuge. And this can lead to health hazard and sicknesses and all that. So the governor has to conduct election. He has no rights. Having a caretaker is against the law. Then running local government without local government chairman for more than 3 months, 6 months is also against the law. It's impeachable offenses that can kick a governor out of office. But because the way we play politics in Nigeria, the governor always pockets the House of Assembly. They always do his bidding. I just take as a case study. We are aware that the 10 members now, although the Nigerian Constitution stipulates that it can never be less than 24 and it can be more than 40 members that will be in the House of Assembly. But we have just 10. With that 10, where are they even sitting now? They are sitting in the government house. The former speaker before Okiye, his name is Kabiru Ajoto, he renovated that same House of Assembly. Before he was kicked out, he lost. Before they went for election, he lost the election. He did not return back to the house. Okiye, the former speaker, renovated. They are still renovating now. Just because of the fight between APC and PDP just last election, they didn't want the other 40 people to have access to the house. They tried removing the roof. It was on public forum. We all saw it. They removed the roof. We are not asking questions. How long is it going to take to renovate a House of Assembly? How come the House of Assembly is still sitting in government house? What we don't understand is this. Even if some of us are not too sound, but some of us went to school, we have 3 arms of government, and they are all equal and independent of each other. The executive, the judiciary, and the legislative arm. But in Nigeria, if you look across the states, not just Edo State now, across Nigeria, you see that the governor always dominates and pockets the House of Assembly. So we cannot get good and effective and progressive laws cannot come out. I wish we can even have a constitutional reform and posit that if a governor is in party A, the House of Assembly should be in party B, so that there will be opposition. I think that's what we need. Because the moment the governor and the House of Assembly are all from the same party, they are messy. Whatever they do is what we get. So there's a big problem about Nigeria. There's a lot we have to talk about. And my advice again for the governor, if he wants me to love him 100%, he needs to start publishing the books monthly. How much comes in monthly? He needs to let us know. Because he's a technical governor. In the eyes of the people, he's an educated governor. Unlike the previous one before him. Let me not mention names. So he should do something differently. And there must be a town hall meeting with the people of Edo State monthly. So I can hear first-hand information, what is happening, what the people need from his government.
Yeah.
Then again, Obaseki should please give instruction to his commissioners. The Edo State website, the website of the Edo State government, should be updated regularly. In the comfort of any part of the world we find ourselves, we can just click and we'll know firsthand what is happening in the states. Go to Edo State website today, you will see that the last time they put information there was even 2020. House of Assembly, the same thing, which is an aberration. And this man claimed to be a technical governor. I was thinking he was going to come and do something differently, but I'm still seeing the old order. This was the same way Shomole was sharing a bag of rice every December. And it has continued in that same trend. So we should not just focus on Kabaka being given cow. There are other PDP and other APC members that was giving cow. That was not on the media because they didn't want us to see that one. They were playing policies with that. And the same Kabaka was even seen when the APC did their press conference, sitting with the executive of the APC. So it's an APC man. So if he wants to decamp, he can decamp. He has the freedom. But if you want to stay with the party, stay with the party. You cannot be in between. If I were him, I wouldn't accept that rice. I will tell the governor, no, sir. The reason why I appealed to you was not because for you to come and dash me rice or cow. I just appealed to you because being an African, I know you are my senior brother. I must have said one or two things in the past that was against that I crossed the line. So I'm sorry about that. Then it ends there because as a party man now, because there's a movement going on in APC now. The youth are even saying some funny things that you step down. How can you go and receive cow from the government in power? You are bringing us, you are rubbishing us and all that. But the man did it from his heart that, well, politics has limits. After politics, we are still one family. I know he had no negative intention. He went there with a clear heart and he accepted it. Not because he cannot afford it, but people are already ready made to it now. They probably want to decamp. If Kabaka want to decamp, is it cow that is his problem? A hotel of 500 million went down. How much is a cow and 2 bags of rice? I think he just went there and accepted it because he just felt we're in a youth season. We are one family. It doesn't stop me. I'm the youth leader of the one party. It doesn't stop me from accepting gifts. But the governor should discontinue that gesture of sharing gifts because he's using taxpayers' money. That is not why he was elected into office. So as we proceed, I will have more things to. Let me stop for now and let me yield the floor for other people to come in.
Thank you.
Mr. Nanjawood, can I just get 60 seconds to quickly ask there's a sensitive question that my co-panelist just raised there. Okay. I want to just quickly put it. You see, Edo people, this is how we are being manipulated. You know, we talked about local government. We talked about the 10-man committee, the 10-man under Legislative Council right now that is heading the Edo State House of Assembly. We talked about refuse not being packed by this local government. There were major issues that I was outlining everybody, but I figure one thing. This is how they deceive you. You see, when it comes to election, when it comes to the Edo State House of Assembly, that has not happened in one party alone. Another party did it before, and there was no something raised. That's number one. And number two, all these parties are playing with us, and this is how they set their principles. They are trying to tell you that this one is wrong. Tell us to come in. Edo people, watch out. Under the Constitution, anybody that violates it, you leave that scenario. You leave that place where you are holding, and you go and open somewhere and be doing it. It is called a violation under the Constitution, and it's treasonable. They don't want to tell you that. Edo people, listen, they are telling you now that there have been refuse everywhere. That is why refuse are many. Under all the governors that have ruled our state and all the local government chairmanship and the councillors that have been in our state, all the refuse. Have you ever heard New Benin Market have been cleaned? Have you ever heard Uselu Market have been cleaned? Is it not the same dirty refuse? This is how they manipulate us into certain things. So Edo people, be careful. This mantle of leadership, we must take it back from these people, and they will give it back to us. This is all I want to quickly say. Thank you very much.
Mr. Nanja, watch 60 seconds. Let me respond to this, please. It's very important.
Okay. Yes.
Now, may God bless my brother that just spoke now. Simply because previous governments, they have been refuse across our market and across the street. Does that mean it should continue? That's a very good question. Does that
Well,
mean
let
you
me respond to
continue?
you. Do you want me to respond?
Can't Obaseki do something? Because my hope when Obaseki was coming was I campaigned for Obaseki first tenure. My hope, because I thought it was coming from, because Obaseki is not a politician. That is why I supported his first tenure. I was thinking it was coming from a different angle and he would do something differently. You understand what I'm saying? So, because other government has failed, does that mean you continue?
I'm not supporting it. We should stand for. We should stand. Listen, sir, you are not getting my question. Sorry, you are not getting my own. My own is that all these constituents, all these people that are representing each constituency, that nobody has ever. I spoke to it yesterday. Nobody responded. All these people that are using our money, bringing from National Assembly. Why are we not talking about them? We should hold everybody accountable for what they are doing.
Let me tell you the problem of the National Assembly members and the House of Reps and Senators.
Yes, which problem? Tell us.
Their main function, let me shock you. Their main function is just lawmaking. They can only lobby and influence contract or project to be done in their locality, their constituency. They don't have that executive power. They don't have access to funds. Even those constituency projects you hear about, the money is not given to them direct.
Where are they getting money to buy generator? Where are they getting money to buy generator?
Now, let me explain something to you. We are not fighting.
Machiavelli, please.
Put your volume down. Put your voice down. We're not fighting. You want us to effect change. You want the youth to take over in 2024. We can't even agree in this small platform. You are raising your voice as if you are talking to your kid, brother. No. You don't need to shout to pass your points. And nobody has monopoly of wisdom. I am not saying all I said is perfect. You know, if you want to disagree maturely. Don't put your voice down. You are coming from the point of anger. It's not good.
So I'm not shouting. I'm just talking.
Put yourself together.
Not shouting. I just
what I'm trying to tell you is that the main person we should hold is the governor of the state. House of Assembly, House of Rep, House of Senators. It's also good.
You people should leave other people to speak. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Well, I sorry, I just came in.
You are welcome, my brother. Leftist.
I've been away, and it's a pity that I've not been following. But from what I have just gathered, I don't know who you are. You'll be talking as like a politician, like the usual politician.
Who are you talking about now? The good comrade?
You.
Yeah.
No. No, I'm an activist. I'm not a politician. I can never be a politician.
Who is
you saw me condemn. Look at what I just said now before you came in. I said I condemn that sharing of cow and the bag of rice. Oshomole did it. Previous government did it. Obaseki should do something different. That is not why we elected him to office. I'm condemning what he did.
No. Thank you very much for an activist coming on to condemn what Obaseki is doing, because what
the rice sharing is corruption. Yes,
my brother, it's all corruption from day one. Has anything changed in the political platform?
That is why I wanted Obaseki to act differently, because he was overhyped.
Why would you? Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. I am an activist.
Then if you cannot act differently, you and I need to join forces together now and chase them out. We don't need to quarrel. We need to unite.
No. We are not quarreling. I just came in. I'm not quarreling with you. I heard what you were saying, and you've not deviated from the usuals. It's still the same usuals.
Can you point out those points? Can you point out my points that you said that is making you feel this way?
Moderator, sir,
this is a debate.
Moderator, sir.
You are adding your voice to the voice of reasoning. You are adding your voice to a way forward. You are adding your voice to a supposedly way forward. You are highlighting what you think is wrong, and we condemn also what you have also condemned. It is true.
Can you point out those things I condemned, please?
Like I just heard you say, like sharing of a bag of rice. That's taxpayers' money.
Yeah, but
I condemn it myself.
He condemns it.
It's corruption. There are poor people. There are orphanage homes.
I said we condemn what you have condemned.
Yes.
I said we also condemn.
Why settling some few individuals? The core politicians are less than 2% in the state. Why compensating them every December, giving them rice?
And also came in, I heard you talking about local government revenue, which we also know that is how it has been. They are just puppets.
But
the House of Assembly are puppets. They are not doing anything for the people.
Because you and I are not involved. We are talking on social media. We are not on ground. Let's get involved and make a change. That is the way to go. That's the only way to go.
will come back. I will come back.
Let's get involved ourselves. It's not just talking. Action.
My brother, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Lettuce Itoya Okwelegbe from Edo Civil Society. You always say involved. I don't understand what you mean. Have you been beating Bakabaka?
When Kabaka did that, did I support that? I condemned it. That was under Oshomole.
Has the government arrested you, sent talks on you? We have been involved right from day one. I'm not talking because I'm on the platform. I'm
Can I
practically
shock you?
an activist, and I've
Can I
been on
shock
the
you?
ground.
Wait. Don't shock us first. Wait first.
No. It's very important. No, what he just said now, he said he has been arrested, he has been beaten. Can I just tell you?
Later. Okay, hold on. The good comrade, we are going to respond to that later on. I don't want it to look like just two people have hijacked this platform right now. Okay.
Instantly.
Hold on.
Leftist is a comrade.
No, please, everyone, hold on. Everyone, mute yourself, please. Mute yourself. I have someone on the phone which I'm going to give. Alex is here. Alex, talk to us. Good evening to you once again.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I greet everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, what they are doing is not bad. It's the beauty of a debate. That's why it's a debate. It happens on CNN too.
Exactly.
People interrupt each other during a debate. So it's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So let nobody call in to condemn what they are doing. What they are doing is very good. It's good.
We need that.
People even go temperamental. It's for the good of the people.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
We need that.
So long as it doesn't lead to fights or something.
That's why I did not stop them. Yes. Go ahead.
It's the beauty of it. But for me, what I keep saying is this. If the leaders, the governors, the senators, the House of Rep, the presidency, if they refuse to change from their ways, something will hit them very soon. So why Obaseki is acting the way he's acting, apart from having been an apprentice from the former governor Shomole, but he was the head of the economic team for 8 years. So he was an apprentice of the former governor who also was a rascal in terms of governorship. So for me, I did not expect anything different from a governor that is a technocrat. He's not a social, he was not into social sciences like, maybe a lawyer or like an historian. Because if you check the characters of people who deal with figures, people will tell you bankers are very mean because they care about their figures, their interests, their money. They don't really care about people. If you know how bad bankers can be, go and borrow money and don't pay. You will know how they will seize your house, how they will brutalize you, how they will disgrace you on the road. They don't have that diplomacy spirit. So for me, I don't blame Obaseki. You cannot give what you don't have. He's a technocrat. He's a banker. He's a stockbroker. He takes care of money for all these corrupt politicians over the years. Even before he came into Edo State politics, he was brought from Dangote Group. What was he doing in Dangote Group for over 12 years? He was in charge of money and stocks. So he's not a social person. He didn't study law. He doesn't know the meaning of rule of law. He doesn't know the meaning of separation of powers. He doesn't know the meaning of judiciary, legislature. He does not know those things. He's just doing what his social did. So you cannot give what you don't have. You can't compare a lawyer or a political science graduate or like an historian or somebody who studied international studies and diplomacy to somebody who has been dealing on calculations from day one. You can't do that. So you cannot give what you don't have. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So Donald Trump was a businessman. It backfired on America and they kicked him out. If you want to give me that example. You can tell me some governors have been bankers in different states. What is the result? What is the outcome? You cannot put a medical doctor in sports ministry. That is what is happening in this political game of Nigeria. It's very unfortunate. You want to put a round peg in a round hole. So I don't know what Obaseki, how he found his way there, maybe his destiny. I expect him to have political advisors, political aid, who gives him advice, who gives him direction. But from what I'm seeing, he does not know the meaning of introduction to politics. Timo Karibo told OBJ in 1999-2000, you should not rule Nigeria as a military man. Go to school and sit down in the political science and study introduction to politics. Then you will learn the basics. So this is politics. This is not banking. Politics is leadership. Politics is all about rule of law, especially in to the people, like providing basic amenities. He does not know. He's just trying so that people will not talk too much about him.
So what is your take, Mr. Alex? Mr. Alex, Mr. Alex, can you hear me? What is your take on the video we played earlier on? Did you watch that video at all? The one that the...
For me, that video is just coming because 2023 is around the corner. It's a game. Is it just knowing now that the youth are not happy? Answer me, Mr. Rajawas. Where has the governor been? Did he travel? Has he not been in Nigeria where we have been crying about insecurity?
Since January to date. Since January to date, yes.
Why is it not suddenly coming now? In December 2021, knowing that in few days there will be 2022 and the election campaign will start for 2023. Who is a fool? He can ignore all people, but not me. I'm too grounded. I may not be a better person, but I'm too smart politically to be maneuvered. So the guy is just trying to see how he can come into our hands again the way he did the last election. Vis-a-vis introducing Atiku Abubakar to us. We are waiting for him. What story is he going to tell us this time that we have not heard before? Which music is he going to play this time that we have not heard before? We have not danced to before. There was Obaseki when the youth in Lekki were soft. Did he listen to statements as a governor to say this thing is bad? It's not only him. All the governors were mute. They were mute. They were quiet because they are scared of the killer machine in Abuja. None of them have cause to challenge that man who is killing people in the whole nation. They only have cause to talk when it has to do with their revenue allocation or VAT collection. Unfortunately, human lives are nothing to them. Youth means nothing to them. So the government should not come and sing that song to me. They can sing it to the adults, not to me. Some of us are too eloquent or grandiloquent. We are too studious. We still read, so we cannot fall for those games. He's trying just like Tinubu brought Buhari to us in 2015 to come and introduce to us in Edo State. One is the Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Nigeria, who has series of corruption antecedents. So if that's where he's going, sorry, so he's going to hit the rocks.
Thank you.
For the youth that he said they are coming, the youth is coming. Unfortunately, many of the youth are left to the diaspora due to the frustration. If the set of youth who carried out curriculum was going in the late 80s, we're still in Nigeria, so something bloody would have happened. But it will still happen. It will so happen that all of them they are going to be taken aback.
Thank you.
For a very long time. So
you will pause. I want you to pause for a while. Mr. Alex will come back to you again. Before I give another person a platform, I'm going to respond to someone on the comment section. Mr. Kim Agbolaho, I just read your comment. Please, I'm going to urge you, please. I don't like that kind of comment because that might drive me nuts. You said this is why the panels are always one-sided. I don't ever like that. We have Mr. Akim here, which is your namesake. He started with us from day one when we started this debate, and is a true supporter of Governor Obaseki. You know, so they have attacked him so many times, and he have attacked back. But at the end of the day, we all come to a final conclusion and sing one voice. Please, Mr. Akim Agbolaho, be guided with your comment on the comment section. I don't want you to bring division here. Okay? If you love anybody, be careful how you showcase and portray the kind of love you have for anyone. You bring a division here. Now someone else will pick that. Then you go, probably you go to another platform and start saying such thing. We don't like that. If you are in, you are in. If you are not in, then I don't really like the word removing people from a platform. To be honest, when one person is out, you are replaced immediately. This platform is how we can move Edo State forward. This platform does not have hate for anybody. I fought Governor Obaseki from January to December. And Governor Obaseki started working now. I also started showcasing all his good works. And I know what I'm doing. I don't have any business with the government. I don't want to have any business with any of them either. To be honest, in case you don't know me, do a research of who I am. If I want to be in government today, I can be in government. If I want to stop everything I'm doing today, I want to be in the government, I want to be that kind of person that you all will also start criticizing, I can do that because I was born into politics. But I choose my own path. I'm working for the people. And if you're on the comment section, you are one of the panelists here. If you are working for the people genuinely, not synthetically, then you must portray that at all times. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to go to Leftist Etoya. My brother Leftist, please talk to us, Mr. Leftist.
Yes, I greet everybody. I just came in and I heard somebody talking, and what the person was talking was actually making sense. It shows that I don't know him. I just came in. What he was saying, I agree, but he didn't really understand why I was saying yes. We agreed. I agree to what he was saying concerning the way the government of today is being run by the governors, and via on top president. The governors think they are omega and everything. They shortchange the local government, and you expect the local government to work. How does the local government work when they shortchange them? And when the local government know that the governors have shortchanged them, they too will do their own. So it goes to the councillor. Anything that goes to them, they will also shortchange. Because if the head is rotting, what do you expect the body to do?
Yeah.
So the truth is, just like Machiavelli will always say, they are always here again. Oh. They want to come with their same story. The story has not changed. It's the same story. It's not left for the people to be wise. The people need to know they are right. The people need to be wise enough to say, no, this is what you are saying, we don't believe you. From your antecedent and where you are coming from, it doesn't look upright. Like the man is saying, did not expect Obaseki to behave the way he is. What did you expect him to do? Snake the born lion? Snake not the born lion. If you are actually upright, there are things you will reject. You will say no. I will hear your voice. Speak out. People will know you rejected this thing based on these issues. We never had he rejected one thing or he had organized his orga at that time. Suddenly he became the governor. What do you expect? Why would you think he will be miracle? Why would it be he will be prophet? No, just like Alex said. Alex is correct. Yes, you don't expect, but I would dispute Alex in one way. It does not mean because he's a banker, because he has been in stock exchange, that will make him not know how to deal with people. No, it is self-interest.
Yeah.
Being a banker does not mean you don't have common sense. You don't feel people as a leader. Being a banker or being a stock exchange does not mean that you don't see people you lead that give you votes and you don't know what they want. No, that is not true. That is the only area I want to disagree with Alex. Alex have said it all, but I disagree with him. It is his interest, his person, what he wants. That is why he came. That is why he accepted the position, because he also need power. He also need more money. Before then, Afriverse was not in the stock exchange, but when he was a governor, Afriverse became one of the stock exchange, became part of the stock exchange. Where did he get there? How did they get there? That shows that politics, most of the politicians we have today, and some that are still wanting to come, they are just coming for self-interest, to steal and make name. They don't really care about you. No, they don't. So it is not left for the people to start to take the bull by the horn. Yes, I'm talking about the people, which is part of me. Yes, you, every one of us, must start to think. We must not begin to clap hand. For some of these people, we say, they are leader. Which leader? Who is the lead? If the lead, if family there among us, is his family, show me any of his children or his relative that is attending your school or your university that is not abroad. Not until we start to be indigenous, we believe in ourselves, that identity. If I'm a governor, I should be able to walk on the street. My children should be also able to go to public school. That is the only way I can improve public school, because I want the best for my child. I want to improve that school. If my child is not in the public school, is schooling abroad, how do I care about the public school? So the highest education in Edo State. No, just tell me. I'm surprised when I see some people still Still come up at this 21st century. Oh no, I cry. Some of us, we call ourselves youth. We still don't have the sense. We are still doing follow. As of now, somebody's using you. You are still agreeing to follow such persons. You are still fighting for such persons. You that is fighting for the person, check yourself well. Check yourself well.
Hello,
So,
Mr. Najawa.
that is my take.
Hold on, Alex. Hold on, Alex. Alex, want to quickly. Alex, you've contributed before, but only 1 minute. Please respond to that.
You pressed me, sir, to address one issue.
Okay.
On the comment station.
Okay, please, but you need to be quick on this because other people need to contribute now.
Okay, please let me round up, sir. I want to thank leftists. For the first time, I'm agreeing with leftists. Man, leftists, thank you. Mr. Good Comrade. I don't know which one is good or bad comrade. I don't know if you can explain the meaning of good comrade to me. I'll be very happy. What is good comrade and what is comrade and what is bad comrade?
God bless you. God bless you.
And yes, and
No. Let me respond to that quickly. It will not take a minute.
Let him respond to that.
Yes, you will. My conclusion is this: until we have a governor that is children or his family members are in school at the University of Benin or Ekoma University, or a governor that does his medical take-up in University of Benin Teaching Hospital, or a governor that has children and his children in public schools, we are not ready. Until we have a governor that's not in need of human being drinking drinkable water, roads, a governor that knows the meaning of market women, a governor that knows the meaning of civil servants, a governor that can walk on the streets after he has retired in his own home, a governor that can say, that's my house and that's where I'm going to stay after my election. Hold me accountable. We are not ready. All this bunch of criminals, we must come out as youth. Stop taking money for votes. Stop collecting bag of rice. I tell you, Mr. Good Comrade, when you said the taxpayers' money being wasted, I wanted to bring that point, but you came first. I wanted to ask that question: from where did the government get those monies from? How will the government be sharing money, sharing things openly? Could have done that privately because it's in office. That one can even lead to impeachments in some countries. So the rascality for me is based on not having a foundation of governance like political science. Government generally did not study government. It studied figures, money, inflation and deflation, demand and supply and distance. It does not. Leftists contact me, and I also agree with him. But if you have somebody somebody who has physical education, who's in charge of sports, the way you run sport is different from somebody who's a medical doctor running sports. They are two different things. There's always a difference.
All right.
Like somebody who didn't go to school is having a shop, and somebody who also is a graduate is having a shop. You see the difference.
Thank you, Alex.
The government lack basic political education. I can volunteer to teach him online. If you can have one section with me every week, his life will change. I will teach him online.
He will never believe in you. Yes, because you are not one of his cabinets. Okay. Thank you very much.
Let me quickly respond, sir.
Not to that. Let's move to Mr. Murray, please.
I wanted to quickly respond to that.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. The good comrade. Go ahead.
God bless you. I am Comrade Onarise Nusakari. I've been a comrade all my life. I became comrade. Let's leave that for now. I have my reason. Now, let me tell you one thing. I supported Oshomole coming in the first term. Where did I part with Oshomole? Leftists, please listen to this. You will know what I'm talking about now. When the House of Assembly were trying to put aside a bill for the governors, ex-governors, to give their house in Abuja, as in Lagos, 5 official cars, and be changing that car every 5 years, security and all that, Oshomole kept mute. I wept. I said, Jesus, a man who claimed to be a comrade governor, the House of Assembly wants to pass a law that all previous governor, all ex-governor must be given a house in Abuja and any location of their choice in the nation. Oshomole never said a word about it. And secondly, the Edo House in Lagos, the former liaison office, Oshomole almost sold that place. That was where I took comrade away from my name. I was highly disappointed. Okay. So you mean all the state which is civil servants who don't have money to even pay pensioners. At a time, Edo State was owing 40 months pensioners during Lucky Millennium when he left office. Then the governor want to accept that bill and sign it into law that every 5 years there will be changing 5 cars, giving security and pay for his agencies and all that. That was why I parted where I removed comment from my name. Now, let me share this last one.
No, sir.
It's very important. I want Lefty to know who is talking to him. When Nosankara Imam was the former Toko chairman of Oredo, that was during the oil boom of Jonathan. Oredo was getting 860 million monthly, 720 million monthly, at times 1.2 billion monthly. For 9 months, the only project Osai Imam did in Oredo, he constructed a step case in Oba Market. There was a girl that was shown on social media then. He paid for the treatment of that girl. Then he gave only Rosa a bus. You see the corruption I'm talking about? Oma bus. That was the only project that man did for 8 years. I mean, for the first 4 years. I went to Oredo. I gathered the 12 councillors. This was during the time Honorable Foster was the speaker. Our brother and our DVD Oye was a councillor in that same year. I took the councillors. I sat them down. I said, "What is happening? How can so much money be coming to Oredo and there's no project to show for it?" A man divided the councillors. He had 5 on his side. I had 7 on my side. I led them to Reverend David Ogolo's office at first, his office. We went to do a presentation that look at what this governor and this chairman is doing. I organized a protest. We wrote to EFCC, ICPC. I organized a protest in Edo State. We went to House of Assembly. Then Zakarawa Garba was the speaker. We went to Oba Palace and we went to Government House. That was how Emma was suspended. It never completed his tenure. How did I succeed? I went to the Ring Road, to the Okada Park. Then the Okada was still in service. I told them, I printed handbills. I said, look at the money that is coming to local governments. And you people are not seeing the dividends of any those in government. Please, can you people come together? We gathered, we assembled in what do you call it? Sani Abacha Cultural Center. Single-handedly, I financed the project that kicked a local government chairman out of office. So I work behind the scene. I don't want to mention my name because it's not important. As long as I get the job done. Because I don't want to sing my praises. I don't want to blow my trumpet. The reason why I joined this platform, you can see I'm new here.
Yeah.
I love this topic. Let's join forces together. We might not get it right from the beginning. Let's join forces together because social media is powerful. Barack Obama, a black man, won presidential election in America because of social media. So if we unite and join forces together, we can kick these people out of office. The youth dominates the voting population. Over 70 million youths across the country. So if we can start carrying out enlightenment, educating them on the need for them to stop taking money or take the money but don't do their bidding, we can get there. So the movement of 2024 Edo State governorship election starts now, and it depends on how we unite in this platform. I would rather unite, cooperate with people here than fight, because fighting we can't win the bigger battle.
All right.
We have a common enemy.
All right. The good comrade.
Hello, Mr. Naja Watch. It's rather nice.
Hold on, please. Hold on. The good comrade, I can see why you call yourself the good comrade, because
yes,
you were
I was disappointed in Oshobole.
Yes, okay.
I'm not supporting Oshobole. I'm not supporting Obaseki. What does that tell you?
So now,
I'm not a politician.
And Najawa's family now henceforth we know that we have good comrade, bad comrade, and just comrade.
Because they were comrade all over the place. I was not ashamed. Anybody will wake up and say comrade. I have to remove that comment from my name. I said never again.
All right.
The comrade can do this. No, the good comrade. The good comrade. It's different from comrade Stalin or comrade this. I'm still a comrade. You can't take that away from me. But the good comrade, there's a reason for that name.
Sir,
because there are bad ones who are fronting to be comrades. If they get into politics, they'll start robbing the people. That's why I took that one.
We've been following our program.
Whenever we identify any bad comrade, now we're going to be calling them the bad
comrade. They are all over the place.
Okay, even both the ones
working following our program.
I'll be following your program.
If you be following our program, you will notice that I was answering comrade.
Comrade, you now move to lefties. I said I know you. Don't bother yourself. Ask Saze Edigi. Ask they are working for me. Call them. Give them my name. Comrade Onagise. I pray to work. I don't want to blow my trumpet. I work behind the scene. There are a lot of great things I've done for this state without making noise about it. I'm with you, sir.
Hold on, sir. Now, for those of you on the comment section, I can see some of you saying, is the PFM, is PO, is this? Please, we don't discriminate here.
No. I contribute to other platform. I don't belong to any part. See, my brother, I want Edo to attain greatness. Because we see, my aim is to even unite all platform presenters together. Let's speak with one voice.
Hold on.
Yes.
Sir. Hold on, sir. Hold on. For me, I don't care whoever belongs to anywhere, as long as we are singing.
We are one family. Let's unite together.
Please, we shouldn't bring division here. Please. The good comrade, henceforth on my platform, I'm going to try to be recognizing the bad comrades because we cannot.
Yes, they are all over the place.
Israel,
Mr. Nice, is Brother Nice, Mr.
Brother Nice. No, Brother Nice, you have to hold on because we have Mr. Mori here who needs to talk to you. Mr. Mori, are you there with us?
I'm here, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for your patience. You see, today is hot, not be small. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to you. 2022. Happy 2022 to you. Alex, don't confuse me for you. Go ahead, Mr. Mori.
Yeah, thank you once again for the opportunity to use your platform. I compliment you, my co-panelists and our viewers all over the world. I will start by a word of caution and advice. The problem of Nigeria is multifarious and hydra-headed. We cannot solve them all in one day. So each time you come up with a topic, moderator, our advice will stay focused. We are dabbling here and there, people bringing, we should stay focused, it should be one step at a time. A journey of 1 million steps, they say, starts with a single step. So what I mean by this is, if we bring up a topic, we stay focused.
As long as it's related, the version is allowed.
Okay, sir. Okay, you are the referee, but you also try to come in when the need arises so that we will spend less time and achieve much. We cannot be saying nothing all over and over again. Yeah, I will stay focused. I will go straight to the points. You played the video. That was supposed to be the focus of the day, of one from, I think both of them from Obaseki. One on he was talking on the issue of failure of leadership. The other one was the gift and the forgiveness of Tony Kabaka. I think those were the two videos he played.
Yes, we have another video to play. I'm going to let everyone talk around, then we stop this and move to the next video. So just go ahead and contribute to the video.
Yeah, I will be very brief. I have a lot of things to say, but I will be very brief because for the want of time.
Okay.
On the failure of leadership, it was a beautiful speech, from the governor. He was addressing a political forum. Nothing could be better than such a situation. Only a few politicians have got to say that. But in addition to that, we need more of action than, speech, beautiful speeches. Because action, they say, speaks louder than voice. He was blaming them. He was not apportioning blame to other people. He accepted himself as part of the failure, of the leadership failure. That we have to be cautious, we have to be careful. If we don't show leadership, that people are ready, that naturally we will be kicked out. And he started by saying the politics of 1999 has expired or is expiring, if I may borrow his words. Yes, he was referring to the mistake we made in 1999. From independence to now, it has always been from one mistake to the other. the leadership failure started from the colonial masters, but we cannot continue to blame the colonial masters. After the colonial masters, we blame the military intervention from 1966, January 1966 up to 1999. So the democracy we had was not really stable. So when the 1999 era came, a lot of people were not certain, after all the fights, all the bruises, all the tear gas, all the bullets, all the killings and incarceration for the military. So all of us, most of us here were not young. We participated actively, to the exit of the military, especially the IBB and the Abacha juntas. So most of us were incarcerated. We take tear gas, and we still have bruises in our bodies. But when they were living, the greatest mistake we made, which I think the governor was referring to, while they were living, a lot of people didn't have confidence that it will stay. Business unusual. Even if we participate now, those that really fought for the democracy we have today, they step aside and allow the hooligans, the criminals, the professional politicians who never have any other office apart from politics to hijack the scenario. That is the price we are paying today. That was exactly what the governor was expecting. We could remember when 4 people could remove a governor from office in a house of about 24. We could remember when 12 people were more than 19 members, even from the presidency. So it was a word of caution for the governor. Even when we have 1 or 2 things against him, there will always be opportunity to speak against those things. But when we should come on board, we should stay focused so that we're able to achieve a lot. On the issue of Tony Kabaka, the first time he came, there was a time the issue came up, and the way myself and the leftists attacked him, a lot of people were not comfortable. They felt we were too hard on him. We were not saying, we're not trying to throw away the baby with the bathwater. Well, I believe in, taking the message and not looking at the messenger. But I also want to say that the credibility of your message is as good as your integrity as the messenger. So that one should be noted. So the second time he came, apologizing, you played a video, kneeling down, apologizing to the governor. You could see the way, I changed automatically. I was touched. It was so emotional, and I was moved. I had nothing but to support the move. I believe in peace. But then, as time went by, I'm beginning to see that, what they are doing on the surface, what they make us to believe is okay. But I'm seeing a political undertone from all these things. I doubt their sincerity. Time will not permit me to enumerate on that, but I want to be very brief. He thought he coming to beg, was a good move. But some people will have the opinion that, you have won a court judgment. Why are you coming to beg? Don't forget, Tony is not acting alone. He has a team of lawyers. They know what they are doing. They are playing games. The governor, too, trying to show in a sense of magnanimity, he was trying to be magnanimous in a victory. Accepting the apology wasn't a bad one, especially in the spirit of the season, the Christmas season. Yeah, a period of love and to show gift, and I don't have a problem with that. But giving cows and a bag of rice, to a selective individual, which other people have already said is a wrong thing. It's part of the corruption. But then, this is exactly what triggered the press conference of APC you saw yesterday. They have the opinion. They feel Tony Kabaka is on his way to PDP. My brother, it takes courage. It takes a sense of humility and responsibility to be in opposition. I've been in opposition all my life. From 1999, from the military junta, I've been on the opposition. We passed through a lot. It is unfortunate that those that are enjoying the dividends of democracy we fought for are not actually the people that fought for the democracy. That's another topic for another day. They are playing politics. You see, they feel Tony is on his way to PDP. They quickly arrange a kangaroo press conference. So I want to talk to Imusei. Imusei is my person. When I was arrested during the June 12 struggle for actualization, struggle for actualization of June 12, in 1994, he came to release me in one of the state CIDs. I don't have anything against him. We are related. We have family relationship. I was released before I was rearrested, before I spent 2 years in the incarceration. What I'm laying this is to show that I have nothing against the person of Imusei. We have family relationship. But If not because of somebody I know very well, I would have doubted his academic qualification. I was surprised yesterday. People were busy writing up and down. That, this is what they know who we are. They threw something at us. We start rushing over nothing. There was nothing meaningful in what he said. He raised one or two select points. But to scatter everything, to make no sense of what he said. Sorry to use that word on my own person. He's my big brother, big uncle. We are related in all ramifications. He went as far as talking of declaring a state of emergency in Edo State. Do you even know the basis? I mean, he's a learned man. He was in the military. He has a formidable career. Why coming to talk of a state of emergency? Why is an administrator in a democracy? Man, I was taken aback. And people were rushing up and down, fighting for nothing. That is what they want us to do. And that was exactly what we're doing. My brother was disappointed. Thank you. I will stop there for now. Allow other people to contribute.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to Mr. Akim. Mr. Akim. Alex, I'm coming to you, please.
It's brother nice. It's brother nice.
Okay, brother nice.
Please, Naja, watch. I want to advise my brother, my comrade Alex. Nobody needs to be a politician or a social scientist or a lawyer to be a good administrator. Thank you very much. That should be noted. He doesn't need to come and take classes from you from social science or political science 101 to be able to be a good governor.
You already agreed to that. Thank you. Mr. Akim, are you there?
Naja Watch, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Talk to me.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, brother. It's been a long time. I thought maybe you guys forgot me already. I'm still here anyway. Okay. Listen, regarding the video, the clip that you showed, I think it's a good gesture and it was a good speech by the governor. It's just a way to acknowledge reality on ground and for a leader to pass a message to his fellows and kind of let them know that, look, there are hungry people behind us. And if we don't put the house in order, they're not going to be knocking on the door anymore. They're probably going to break the door down and come in themselves. I think it's the fact that these people are beginning to understand that people are anxious and people are waiting and people expect a lot more from them. I think it's a welcome development. Whether you want to question the sincerity of the speech or not, it's up for a debate. That is up to individual opinion. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So, regarding to other issue when it comes to giving rice and giving cow, if you ask me personally, I don't support it. I don't think it's the right way to do things. But what I still don't want to be doing, or I don't want to criticize anybody, but what I don't do is when I don't have any concrete proof to begin to assume that, they are using the state money to buy rice and cow. I don't have proof for that. Okay. And not until someone can show me a receipt where they got the money from the state bursary or the state account that they used to buy the rice and the cow. Until that time, I would just assume maybe the governor used his own money to buy the rice and cow. That is also an assumption from our own side, just like the other people, we assume that it was a state money. So I would say that. So there have been a lot of back and forth. Before I delve into it, I just want to appreciate the Irene Ward for coming into the debate today. And this is the first time we've been conversing for our sisters to join us on this platform and heard their own voice. And she spoke really well. I really appreciate her contribution. I think she's one of those people we need to be inviting onto the platform every Friday evening if she can. So regarding the governor being whatever people claim for that he is, for me, sometimes you need to understand that we are not saying this man is perfect. Those of us who support him, we are not saying he's running a perfect government. Nobody does, and no one is perfect. But what we are saying is that we are acknowledging the fact that he is moving from where we were before into something that we think that going forward will lead us into the right path. So I'll give you an example. Before in Edo State, the issue of CFO, we all know how challenging it was for you to obtain CFO in Edo State. But it was because of this governor, Godwin Obaseki, that you can now buy a land and you can easily access a CFO because he created that Edo GIS. That was an initiative of an intelligent person. You know, an idiot or someone who has no intelligence cannot come up with such ideas. That Edo GIS, you don't have it in other states in Nigeria. If you talk to people from other states and you tell them, oh, you pay 50,000 for CFO in Edo, they'll be say, what? Yes. So when you for people to come out and start accusing and challenging, it's fine. You can criticize. I don't have issue with that. But let us begin to acknowledge that foundations are being laid for a future Edo. And if we don't want to see it, we don't want to see it. It's just like this show that you are doing now. There are people, no matter what you do, Naija Watch, people will criticize you. It doesn't matter if you break your head and give to them. They will still tell you what you are doing is not good enough. So there are people like that. I don't have anything against anybody. We are here to share ideas. We are here to hear our own opinion. Okay, for us to do that in a way that is constructive, in a way that is not trying to be big-headed about who we are. Because for us to ask a governor to come and receive a lecture about politics, you don't need to be a politician to run a state. People need to understand that people need to understand the difference between being educated and being an intelligent person. There are two different things. You can go to school and you're still not an intelligent person. Being educated is a qualification. You see, when you finish school, they give you a certificate. You are now a doctor. You are not different from that man who went to learn mechanic. When he finished, they still give him a certificate. You are now a mechanic. It is the same thing. Education and intelligence are two different things. So you need an intelligent person to be able to run anything in life. But anybody can go to school and be educated. It doesn't mean that you being educated then means that automatically you are an intelligent person. No. An intelligent person, you come up with different ideas. And you can see that there are transformation ideas in some sectors in Edo State. So for the first time in the history of Edo State, you have a modular refinery in Edo State. Is that not a laudable project? Can an idiot even attract such investment into Edo State? It takes for an investor to put their money into anywhere, they have to trust the leader, the head of that state. If they don't have any trust in Governor Obaseki, those people will not put their money there. When you talk about this Gelegele Sipo that they are talking now, they say, oh, it's MOU. Of course it's MOU. What do you mean by MOU? Memorandum of Understanding. It's two people, Edo State and whoever is partnering with Edo State. If Edo State put their money out, those people have to bring their investment in. Not until that investment come in, the project will not kick ahead. So people will just say, oh, he promised us Gelegele support. He promised us Gelegele support. It's all MOU. But you have to, first of all, brother, lecture yourself how these things work. Until you do that, stop criticizing people, okay? And second, I'm going to make a last point on local government elections, okay? The way it is structured, for me, I don't like it. I don't think it's right. For local government election, I think in Nigeria, we don't conduct enough elections. Local government elections should be made a federal election. It should no longer be conducted by state government, because people are saying, oh, it's against the constitution if the governor does not conduct. No, it's not, because the constitution made it that the governor had the sole right to conduct local government election. And the governor can say, okay, I'm going to do it next year, I'm going to do it 2 years' time. There is no part of the constitution that says, oh, the day you come into office, you have to conduct local government election that same day or in 2 months' time. The constitution did not mandate a governor to conduct that local government election at certain time. But what we can do, this is why I keep telling people that we have a lot of problem in Abuja, is to try to persuade those lawmakers to say, listen, change the law so that when they are conducting federal election, national election, they should conduct local government election at the same time, so that governors are no longer in control of local government elections. So that when they are conducting election, anybody can come out and stand for local government as a local government chairman or councillors. So that when they are swearing in governors, they're swearing all the local government councillors and chairmen at the same time. That is my own contribution. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yes, Akin, my brother.
Hold on, Alex. Hold on, Alex.
Naija Watch. His brother nice.
He's spoken very, very, very well, and
Yes.
I agree with you in some areas. But then when you say stop criticizing, I think you just went out of the lane.
No, I didn't say stop criticizing. I said criticize constructively.
What do you mean when you say criticize constructively? Because the criticism we are getting here on this platform has been constructive. Who are you now talking to?
So okay, let me put it straight away now. Like the good comrade, when he is talking, he will tell you I have it in good order, the amount of resources that are coming into a district, but it doesn't have proof for that. Some people will tell you the governor is getting 800 million for security.
You are beginning to talk like one of Governor Obaseki's lawyer. You just made a statement, but you do not have receipts. Can you show me some receipts of most of the statements you've just made? Because you said not until people have receipts, you will assume. Now, do you have receipts of the good work? The receipt of the amount of the good work Governor Obaseki has done? Show us the receipt.
I just told you that
I am trying to make you understand that you don't just say things because you want to talk. Because when you are talking, talk publicly.
Yeah, I'm talking.
You have attacked Akin. I'm talking to you. I listen to you very well because you made some statement that said not all these people have this receipt. Do you have receipt? You that is talking.
No, this is what. Look, if you listen to my point, I said in my own opinion, and this is people's assumption. I said this is. I said this is. I said this is. Listen. Listen. Niger Wash. I think you can bear me witness here. You can bear me witness here. In this, before I go into that, I said, listen. I said I did not support the issue of giving cow and rice. I said, but I'm not going to accuse. I said I'm not going to accuse anybody of doing that from the state purse.
Hold on, let people respond to you. Alex, go ahead. We have
Mr. Najawa Jimero is also here. At least it's over an hour, 52 minutes now. Even 2 hours.
I know. Alex, okay. Only 1 minute. Only 1 minute.
Alex has spoken 4 times. 4.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Najawa, Mr. Brother Nice.
I know. It's you that I'm coming to. Alex, please, 1 minute. People already complaining. Go ahead. 1 minute.
I want to withdraw my statement when I said the government to come to me. I'm not an authority to take instructions on political science. But Chibo Kadibo, who was a senior president in 1999, told a passenger to go to University of Lagos and take a course on introduction to political science, so he can know the meaning of the rule of law and separation of powers.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Alex.
Number 2, please. You say 1 minute. I still have like 20 seconds. Okay. Number 2, I don't care if you are connected to the governor. This platform is not for those who are connected to the governor. I voted for this government. Okay, I'm a card carrier member of the previous. When a committee came to my area, I was among those that championed the cause in my own ward to make sure Obaseki win or won. So don't look at me like that. I'm not against him. I'm only telling you how things ought to be.
Yeah. All right.
The way a doctor will handle a patient is different from the way an ordinary Red Cross member will handle a patient.
All right, Alex. Thank you.
Mr. Najawa, the good comment. Let me quickly respond. My name was mentioned, please.
Hold on. No, sir. No. Hold on, sir. Hold on.
No, just give me the same one. Give me the same 60 seconds too.
No, but the people are waiting. This is not fair.
But my name was mentioned.
Yes,
I need to defend myself.
Bullet point that, sir, please. Bullet point that.
Okay, noted. Because for time, other people are there. Yeah. Good.
Yes, Brother Nice, talk to us.
Okay. What I want to say is that I have 3 questions to throw out there so that if anybody have any response, they can respond to it. So the first thing is that let me just let people understand that everybody have their opinion. So this is my opinion that Obaseki have done a lot that the previous governor that have ruled Edo State. Obaseki have done a lot for Edo State. We should not take that away from him. You understand? Yeah. We appreciate him for that. But my question now is that, first question is that, why can't all those governors probe themselves That's the first question. Okay. Why can't those governors probe themselves? Because the last time Obaseki said he wanted to probe one governor, but today we did not hear any news from that. And secondly, why can't they organize a press conference so that people can ask them questions, those governors?
Okay.
The third one, I forgot that one because of there's too much talk. I wanted to say it since I forgot the last one. So if anybody have any answer to this question, let
me address it, Mr. Najawaj, a good comment.
Okay.
Now,
go ahead.
Your first question. Before I address, let me quickly defend myself. Our brother said,
everybody are dealing with 2 minutes now. 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, he said we are alleging that security vote. Obaseki is not the only governor taking security vote. It's a public information. And in the first place, security vote is even illegal. It's not recognized by the Nigerian Constitution. It's because we don't have mad people yet to come together and take governors to court. Let me leave that for now. Now, the first question, why can't sitting governor probe their former governor? Because they are also corrupt. And they were imposed on us by the previous governor. That's the simple answer. If Obaseki want to be my best friend, let him probe Oshomole. Oshomole must be in jail. Go and look at Oshomole's house in the Yanomo. How much is the salary as a governor?
Yeah,
1.2 and 1.6 million. If Obaseki Oshomole should be in jail. Not walking the streets freely. Then number two, town hall meeting. Town hall meeting is very. Hello.
Can I just quickly ask you a question, please?
Okay.
Can you then please tell us why Iyenso Winke did not probe Rotimi Amechi? Please.
No, we are talking about those.
Is it that? No, it's all governors. They are all governors.
My brother. Yeah. If these people cooperate, you and I suffer. I enjoy when they fight themselves. That's the truth. Obaseki should probe the Waterstone project, 30 billion.
Akim, are you saying that you are happy that the governors that have ruled those states, none of them is probing themselves? Is that what you're saying?
My brother, it is not practicable. Let us stop.
Because we the voters were not ready.
Fayose probed Kayode Fayemi. Where is Kayode Fayemi today? Is the current governor of Ekiti State. Come on, guys, man.
No, he politicized it. He lost focus midway.
Sorry, let me come in here. I don't let them speak now. Don't let me speak now. And the reason why they will not probe themselves, let me tell you something. The reason why they will not probe themselves, and this is why we took up and says enough is enough, because they want to maintain the status quo.
God bless you.
The status quo has been the foundation of Nigeria, and the foundation of that state is broken. We must say no. I've been saying it to you guys that this thing that you are seeing, it is not today's job. They build it. How can you, I've keep saying it on this platform, how can you build a foundation on top of a structure that a wood is holding, a wood? Even if you go and put Dangote Smith, it will not stand. This is where we are fighting ourselves. And that is why you see when they say, oh, this comrade, I don't use the word comrade for anybody. Do you know why? Because all this status quo, all this comrade, they all came out through all these politicians. And this is why I will never say a comrade to anybody. I only recognize one comrade, and that's Nelson Mandela. And that is the only person I will call and say, thank you, sir, comrade. May you so rest in peace. Okay, and I will never say any comrade to anyone.
If Obaseki was to probe Oshomole, yes. If Obaseki was to probe Oshomole, so how will he go to prison? Can somebody explain to me, how would Oshomole then end up in prison from Obaseki?
Let me explain that to you. If you go and check,
Mr. Moru, you go ahead, answer that.
Okay.
Mr. Hakim, I'm disappointed in that statement that is not practicable. You know, this is the problem we have. Let me see.
God bless you, my brother.
Let us correct one thing on this platform. If you see my position, people don't understand me. Sometimes people feel I'm for Obaseki. Some people see me being against Obaseki. They don't even understand. Let me tell you, I serve in Bauchi State. Somebody told us we are mocking a one Hausa man. Like somebody was mocking an Hausa man, like, oh, you guys don't have sense. You guys are you are cows. You know what the Hausa guy said? Calmly. He said, yes, we believe we are the cow, but you are the grass we are feeding on. My brother, they are using all of us. They are using our head. We should get one thing clear. Before you come to this forum to feel you are against a particular leader, Understand that there is no quarrel among those politicians. They don't quarrel. When we started this one forum, remember what I said? I said, when you see politicians going to a meeting and come back of the meeting without a fight,
Smiling.
know that the people have been shortened, know that people have been taking for a ride for too long.
God bless you for that point, sir.
Mr. Mori, you are not answering my question.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, sir. I'm coming to you. Just calm down. For you said it's not practicable. I don't know what you mean by it's not practicable. Look at the Zuma. He's in jail.
Do you want me to explain to you then?
I understand where you're going. That is
no,
not.
You don't. If you do, you won't say you are disappointed in me.
When you were talking, can you let me land? The system has been skewed against the people. The only tribe I always say on this forum, we only have 2 tribes in Nigeria. Don't let me tell you Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. No, that's not our problem. The only 2 tribes in Nigeria is the poor and the rich. The elites and the poor people.
My brother, can you please tell me the practicability of how Oshomole will end up in prison if Obaseki probe him, please?
What is it there? What is it there when you fight again?
Why he will not go to prison.
Let me tell you. Let me answer you. You're not giving me time to elaborate on what I want to say.
You're beating around the bush.
No, Mr. Mori, let me just conclude.
What I'm telling you. Okay, let me answer you. You said you are saying your own thing. You are on your own. Obaseki came out to say there was a 30 billion Waterstone project that he's going to probe it. Somebody is saying, why are they not probing? Why is he waiting for? You are saying it's not practicable. It's not practicable.
I'm telling you that I'm not saying he can probe, but how does that lead Oshomole into prison?
That is what
the money will be accounted for.
Mr. Mori,
it's taxpayers' money.
Mr. Mori, Mr. Mori.
Did he answer the question?
No,
did Jacob Zuma go to jail? Did Jacob Zuma go to jail?
Listen, let me answer the question.
Hello. Excuse me. Is enough now. Is enough. I don't want us to continue with this argument. I'm sorry. I know if we continue like this now, we're not going to get to where we're supposed to be. So now we are moving on to the next video. Then we can ask more questions. I'm so sorry. We have a lot of people here. I don't want us to capitalize on one particular issue about the Governor Obaseki. We are going to sleep here. Please watch this video, and everybody are going to contribute all over again. We have 1 hour, or rather 45 minutes to round up on these particular videos that I'll be showcasing to you right now.
My name is Senator Shiv Sani. I'm from Kaduna State. I'm here today to speak to the people in the position of power. This country is sinking. This country is bleeding. The northern part of Nigeria today has become a vast killing field where daily stories of tragedy has become the order of the day. People are being kidnapped every day. People are being killed every day. It has reached a point where terrorists and bandits have taken over control of governance in the hinterlands of this country. For how long should this bloodshed, bloodletting, and mindless, atrocious violence continue in this country? How can a country like Nigeria, an important one in the sub-region of West Africa, can't protect and defend itself? With all the promises made by people in the position of power, they have proven incapable of doing the right thing at the right time. I am calling on those in the position of power and responsibility to wake up from their slumber, to save our people and save this country from the hands of terrorists. It has reached such an atrocious level that people are selling their homes, their farms, and their belongings to pay the extortionist terrorists. Terrorists have become an authority and a state. All the symptoms of a failing state is self-evident in our country today. For how long shall this continue? I demand responsibility on the side of government, and people must speak out. We must speak out and tell truth to power. That is the only way we can save this country. Time is against us, and we have to do it now. Thank you.
All right. We see that. I want us to. I'm going to start with Mr. IT. Mr. IT, please. I want you to contribute to this video that I just played right now, sir. Unmute yourself. Okay, good. Talk to us, sir.
About me.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Mr. IT, can you? Yeah, I can hear you now. Better
Yeah.
now.
Okay. You see, most of these things, like the initial arguments before this video, what I hear my co-panelists were talking about, they deviate from the main issue, talking about individuals and all those things. We leave the focus. We're talking about the youth building leadership. But the matter changed to another thing. So I was just looking, I was just laughing. What are we discussing? Let me come to this video. Yeah, this man has spoken. Each day I look at the case going on in Nigeria. Sometimes I don't want to go. Like when I want to travel home sometime in June. My friends over here, they are calling me every day. Please, IT, don't go. The rumor we are hearing from Nigeria is bad. Too many people died and all those things. But for the fact that I'm from Nigeria, I know it's from the north and I reside in the south. So those things will not really get to me. However, these are things when you refuse to build leaders of tomorrow and you embezzled all the money to yourself because you have power today, and these future leaders are listening to you. These bandits, we can't identify them. We don't even know if these are a kind of organized terrorists. When I mean organized, what I'm trying to say, I don't have the right word. Like people is taking advantage of it. They found that, yes, there's no money, we are suffering, too much hunger in the land. Let's take advantage of this process. Hijack people's house, people's land, people's farmland to get money. They pay ransom and release it to them. Because the leader has sometimes, somewhere have failed. They refuse to carry everybody along. Who has money want to oppress the poor? And one day, and the trend at which the life is going, at the point now, before we used to know the difference between poor and the rich. Now we hardly differentiate them. You hardly differentiate them. There are some people who has Camry, they can never buy gasoline, but they have big cars. Because the interval between our leaders and the followers is just too wide, and people started taking advantage of themselves until the leaders come and started telling the truth to power and started bringing everybody along. Let this PDP. You can see the problem in America here. When Biden became the ruler, when he became the president, the Republican refused to take the vaccine. For a long time, the thing keep trending, and the coronavirus problem is growing here. More than where it came from. Please, let me just round up. My point is, when he started acknowledging the Republican, you can see more people started keying in. So let's take the party, let's both PDP and APC come together and agree on an issue on how to move the country forward.
How are we going to achieve that?
That's why I say they should come together.
They will never come together. The same people, they are transmitting themselves like that for so many years. They will never. These people are devilish people. They can never come together.
We want to put them out.
This is a political solution. This is a political solution because everybody have their followers. You have to bring them to solve this common enemy.
But they will not
come back and say you are your own.
They are the ones sponsoring this enemy, sir. So
that's the only way we can.
No, I appreciate your contribution, sir. But I'm just trying to let you know that I'm not sure. In fact, I can't trust these people. They are the same people. The same
Mr. Najawash.
PDP. No, please hold on. Anybody that is right there, just hold on. I'm going to Jimo Ariel. Mr. Jimo, please unmute yourself. Okay. Mr. Jimo, please talk to us. Unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you very much for remembering me at last.
Thank you, sir.
It's exactly 2 hours and 4 minutes this and I've spoken for just 3 minutes, but it's okay. I just want to be on record.
It's 2 minutes now.
Okay. Yeah, I know. When it's 2 minutes, I will call upon. I know. But don't worry. I will try to economize the time. Before I go to this last video, I want to quickly align myself sincerely and wholeheartedly with my brother, the good trade, and Letty Sitoya, as always. We should continue to speak truth to power, no matter what. We do not have receipt to present on this platform. Hakim doesn't have one either. But there are so many things I'm talking about here, so let us not talk about receipt. That's for that. The issue of Shehu Sani, what he just said, Senator Shehu Sani. Yeah. In fact, this is one of the senators who has been fighting the minority. He has a minority voice, but they succeeded in pushing him out of the house. However, I think the foreign ministries might see our country as a conventional nation, but I can tell you that we are not quite a conventional nation state at all. You see, before we can begin to deal with anything in the country, don't forget that Nigeria, we are not united by language, religion, culture, or a common national story. You know, it's quite a state because it is not a state because the government is weak and it's even getting weaker. It fails to provide for the security of its citizens, the primary requirement of any state. Therefore, for us to even talk about Nigeria working, one, the youth, let's forget about that. The youth, we can't cooperate. We are just about 12 or 13 of us in this place. We can't even speak with one voice. This is what the elite, they know. But we can talk from here to next year. We can't cooperate. We are so divided in so many fronts. In that case, what do? We can profile solution today. We'll come back next week to discuss the same issue. We speak apart. So if we have people like Shehu Sani, if we can get them, support these people. You know, 3 weeks ago I talked about this very issue. To support some of the people in the house, whether at those state House of Assembly or in the federal, so that we can begin to make laws, people who are ready to speak out. Until we get to those people, you can talk to the government from here to next year. You can talk to the president. They won't even listen to us. So that's just the little I need to contribute so other people can.
We'll be coming back to you.
Well. Thank you.
Mr. Rex, frankly, please talk to us. Mr. Rex, are you there with us? Please unmute yourself.
Thanks very much. I'm very happy to be back after more than an hour, to be precise. Before I say anything, I will say good day, my old schoolmate and friend, Lefty Okele. Be happy to talk with you or to be with you on this forum together. I've seen a couple of times there because I'm always occupied. It's always very difficult to be with you guys. Back to the point. I would say I respect Senator Shehu Sani a lot when he was in the National House of Assembly, the Senate House. But I would say all it's saying is just what I would call political buhahas. Because deep in our mind, if all of us want to be sincere with ourselves, we know where the problem is and how the problem erupt to this stage. As I earlier said, I believe the youth can take over because I can see the cabals are already afraid. But the youth can only take over with one reason, not through the ballot box, not through the car, but through a true revolution. I've been listening to everybody say this or that, or everybody's entitled to his opinion. But I don't see any way the youth can get to the power except through revolution, because the structure has been hijacked, the money is there, and the cabals are not willing to relinquish power. Then let's go to the points of the terrorists, which even the federal government is dragging their feet around to to acclaim them as terrorists, the bandits and terror, the insecurity. Go back to 2020, October 2020, where the ENSA movement was. The Lieutenant said the North is peaceful, that everything is okay. If they were with us there, the Southerners and the Easterners, there would have been a real revolution that would kick out this idiot, this criminal, these cabals. But they refuse to be with us. But now, who is not suffering the great part of everything? So, like Isaac saying, it's only painful that some of us have brothers, friends, sisters in the northern part, and even it's part of Nigeria. We like to travel to all those places, but we can't go now. But the plain truth is, there is nothing we can do about it. The insecurity have come to stay because it is the political cabals that are sponsoring these people. How can you tell me a terrorist in Nigeria have anti-aircraft missile? How did he get it? I can remember the late Atahiro that died in a helicopter crash. When he was invited to the National Assembly to explain how the money that was meant for ants, how it went, what did he tell us? He said that question should not be. It shouldn't be asked that question. It should be asked the former person that was before him. And who is that? Buruta. Where is Buruta today? It's in Benin Republic as an ambassador. So let me just run. So what Shehu Sani said is painful. It's painful, but nothing we can do except a true revolution take place in this country to kick out these people, or else the banditry, the criminality, the terror will continue because it's big time business for a lot of cabals in our society that we have to kick out only through revolution. Forget any election. Election doesn't have any structure in it. The bill have just the electronic bill wasn't accepted by the president. So you will know that all these people have hidden agendas. They are not ready to relinquish power.
Thank you.
So I will just stop for there at the moment.
God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. No. I'm doing it step by step. After I've left Tetoya, I'm going to Israel. So I know what I'm doing. Just hold on, guys. So that because there's no time anymore. Left Tetoya, please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. And let me quickly acknowledge Rest. Rest, frankly, is my brother, is my friend. I know we've not been talking for a while, but I'm surprised.
2 minutes, they waste your 2 minutes.
I understand. Going back to Senator Sani, he spoke his mind, but the truth still remains that yes, the same problem of insecurity is made by the same northern people. Thank God it's just affecting them. Otherwise, they would have taken over the whole country. That is their plan. But it's unfortunate that they could not do that because they are peculiar people. We know them when they come. Otherwise, that would be terrible for all of us. The same people crying out with insecurity, they are the same people propagating insecurity. The same northern people. They are the ones sponsoring insecurity. They are the ones taking care of themselves, or just to destabilize the government and make more money. You know why? I said this before. They want to copy Niger Delta. When Niger Delta militants came, they felt they destabilized the country, they made more money. So they set up their own to make more money from government. But today, they have seen that they can no longer organize it the way they started it. It has gone out of hand. And the only way, and I can continue to say that, just the same way my brother said, it's revolution. If the North will join hand with the South to say, no, enough is enough. If they will forget religion, forget tribe, and say, okay, now, this is enough. We are tired. We will get there. It's only through revolution. It's only through revolution. That's just the truth. I don't see the youth taking power through any election. Is there any election in Nigeria? They manipulate most of the elections. It's manipulated. They plant people there. They plant people there. They already know what they want to achieve. It is a chain.
Exactly.
It's a chain. And they follow the plan. They are chess players. The only way is not through coming through election, is to make sure we eliminate all these people, drive them away. Use them as an example.
The rolling style. General rolling style. That's just it.
That will make people to be afraid. That will make even anybody to say, if I do this, now that too. This is problem. This government. No, these people know they're not the hear word. Remember where the in the east, where what they call them, these people that were wearing red came. Most people didn't go home.
Isakaba.
Thank you.
That is the only way.
Israel Asamota, please talk to us.
Thank you very much, Nigeria. Thank you very much, my co-panelist. You guys have spoken well. Let me borrow one adage from my great fellow man, Malcolm X. He said, when injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty.
Exactly.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, what you are seeing, all this Sani coming to sing ring bear, make una hear word, they have been there lavishing the money. You watch now the Constitution of Nigeria. This is how they started the whole thing. The Constitution of Nigeria paves way for, equal right, rule of law. Under the rule of law, that gave birth to fundamental human rights. If you look at it, everybody is subject to the law. Nobody is above it. The Senator Sani that is talking now, ask him how he got into university. In the South, you have a grade to go into the university. Tell me what happened in the North. This is where they all started all these things. And what are we doing? The Southern are not key on it because they all give money to the Southern, and the Southern they all take money. They collect the money and they put us in jeopardy. And now the thing is now helping them. The insecurity they are. Do you know? See, let me tell you something. Nigeria operates a federal system. If you want to tackle insecurity, because they have their paddy people they are putting there, because of this party politics they are playing using our head, that is why you cannot get insecurity served. The reason is if Nigeria happens to operate a true democracy, everybody sits around the table to fight it. But they want to be Nigeria themselves. That is why you are seeing all these things play. They give us a confederal state. Let everybody be governing themselves, self-governing. So that we have a central, so that everybody sit down and deliberate. They will not give you, because they know that the resources will get back to them. And this is the reason, if they don't want to give us that one, you want us to still be under the same Nigeria with you, what is going to happen? We must fight that revolution and we must uproot this system. That's it. There's no other room for negotiation. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Akim, talk to us, please. Okay,
brother, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
After Mr. Akim, who gets to Alex, then the good comrade. Mr. Akim, go ahead. 2 minutes, please.
All right. For me, this is very straightforward. I don't like when people who were in power before, who were in office, all of a sudden when they're no longer in position of power, that is when they suddenly find their voice of criticism. I would rather, when you are in power, when you have that, when you are in position to effect change, I would rather you use that power to actually bring about change in the society. I've seen someone like former President Obaseki criticizing this government and writing letters, but he was president for 8 years. What did we achieve as a nation? Senator Shehu was in the Senate. He should have told us the amount of bill that he sponsored to try to change the current situation that we have today. He hasn't said anything like that. All we are saying is there's problem. We know there are problem in the north. We know there are challenges in the north, but the problem is why those problems they didn't start today. They were there when Senator Shehu was in the Senate. So what were the bills that he sponsors to try to change the narrative? Senator Shehu was a senator when President Muhammadu Buhari took $2 billion or so to go and buy fighter jets without the authorization of the House of Assembly. Okay, I think he was still a senator then, because he only just left after this. That was before the re-election. So what did he do? What were his action then? So those fighter jets that they bought, what are they doing with them? Where are they? So people need, before people come out, they first of all need to question their own credibility first. Look, I'm not criticizing what he is saying, but I'm saying he had the opportunity. He was there. He should have done something about it. He didn't do nothing. So at the end of the day, you cannot be in a position where you have the power to change and you didn't do nothing, and then you come when you are no longer there. That is when you start seeing. That is when your eyes start seeing all the faults, all the wrongs, all the wrongdoing that is good. It's for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't make sense. You know.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Alex, talk to us.
I want to agree with Mr. Rex and the other guy that spoke after Mr. Rex, that the only way out is what? A revolution. There is no other way, no other English we can speak. No other way. Because Mr. Mori one time, some months ago, also said the same thing, that it's going to be very difficult. It's through a revolution. Yeah. And this has always been part of my gospel, part of my preaching. There's no way, because some of us sometimes we go extra mile to read newspapers of 1980s of different countries. We order them online. We go to the online archives of different countries. We order these CDs and we see what are the things that brings a revolution, and they are all happening in Nigeria for a long time. And it doesn't take, even the fact that a revolution has not happened in Nigeria is even a miracle. It's baffling people in the academia, in America, in Australia, in Canada, why Nigeria hasn't gone on a full-blown revolution. And it will come. It's not coming for everybody. It's coming to clean the system. And a new Nigeria is going to be born. So as for somebody that said that insecurity in Nigeria, the federal government cannot tackle it, let me tell you, for me, a situation where you arrest somebody from the north in the south as a kidnapper, and a phone call comes from Abuja and say, let him go. That means the presidency is the one, I stand to be corrected, sponsoring security if they cannot tackle it. Yet, the same Nigerian army will go to Liberia, Sierra Leone to go and restore peace in different zones, and they cannot fight their own internal problem. That means the president, the House of Rep, the army generals, they know what is going on. It's a big business for this president. They are really cow-railers, so they don't care about human beings. So they came with an agenda. The president just now, they are the killer machine nationwide that we have to really talk to.
Thank you.
So it takes
Thank you, Alex.
from brutal and ruthless people like it's happening in Guinea-Conakry to happen in Nigeria to restore a new, a free and fair system of government in Nigeria. Take away this 99 constitution. So revolution is the way.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Alex, right there. The good comrade, sir, please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, my brothers. May God bless us all. It's just 2 hours to church, to cross over, so we should round up. And,
in 5 minutes.
Okay. I will need 2 minutes for Edo State. I will need 2 minutes to Senator Shehu Sani's video.
No,
now,
you want us to close, and you want 4 minutes.
No, because I love Edo State. We must talk. We must conclude on Edo. I have some advice. People are taking my time. You are taking my time. Okay, now, the primary purpose of any government anywhere in the world is security of life and property. If President Buhari should tar all the roads in Nigeria, put trade network across all the state capitals in the 36 states, and he cannot tackle security, is a failure. I'm not the one speaking. I'm talking about the constitution. Now, banditry. With technology, any government that is sound can put an end to it. People are benefiting from it. That is why it cannot end. You know how much those service chiefs, those army generals are spending on fueling their tanks, their whatever, daily. They spend as much as 40 million daily for fueling of their cars. And it's not accounted for, just like security votes. So this war cannot end because we don't have a sound president that will stand his ground and say never again. Like our brother said, it started gradually. They not thought they were smart. It's our God that is fighting them. They gave birth to Boko Haram. They know them. They know themselves. The emirs were the ones sponsoring these people. But now the people have turned the guns to them now. They are crying. It would only take the grace of God for we to go out of it. Now, on Nigeria moving forward, when my mentor, the great Gani Fawemi, threw himself out for presidential election, I was in tears. Why was I in tears? I knew he was not going to win. Now, my advice then was, if the likes of Gani, Femi Falana, and the other great men, Olisa Agbakoba, if they dominate the both chambers, the House of Rep and the House of Senate, and make good laws, and tackle the executive, the president, that is another way out for we to attain greatness. Just look at recently now. Majority of both houses got over 70% vote to override Buhari on this electoral bill. But they're checking out at the 11th hour. You can see they're not there for us. They're not doing our bidding. They are there for their own personal interest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
No, I'm not true, sir. You said 2 minutes.
We are both 3 minutes now.
Okay, can I come in now, please?
Round up, sir, please.
Can I just come back to Edo for just 30 seconds?
Go to Edo, then go to Edo. 1 minute, sir, please.
God bless you. Now, it's an advice of Governor Obaseki. This is not APC or PDP now. Because if the man should succeed, all of us will gain. If the man should fail, all of us will suffer. Why am I saying this? Obaseki must tackle security in Edo State. The police in the hands of the federal government. Our sons have volunteered themselves as vigilante. He must look into their welfare. How do they buy bullets? Who are in possession of firearms? Because there's a trend going on in Edo State now. Every youth goes with 10,000 naira, look for a coordinator, register, go and buy a gun. He calls himself a vigilante. He has the vest. Guns are in the hands of individuals. And the governor is not looking towards that direction. 2024 election will be bloody in Edo State. The guns we have now is more than the guns we have before now. 2, Obaseki should please fear God. He should publish his monthly income and his monthly expenditure. Monthly. And the website of Edo State government should be published and should be updated regularly so that we can see firsthand what is happening. What are they doing? How much is the project?
We'll be having part 3 on this on the next debate. Thank you.
Please, can I come?
I must greet my brothers. May God bless us all. May God bless us, seeing us, moving us to the next year, the crest.
Please, let me just come in quickly.
You did not call Brother Nice, eh?
No, Brother Nice started first now.
No, you did not call me.
No, call me. Let me just speak for 1 minute.
Brother Nice, talk to us. Everybody pause, please.
Okay, maybe it's because he's nice. That's why you forgot him, man.
Brother Nice, talk to us.
Okay. Concerning Nigeria as a whole about the insecurity, Nigeria have become a kangaroo nation for long time ago. It has become a kangaroo nation.
What's the solution?
It's not that same not. A policeman arrests a kidnapper, and the military personnel came and killed the policeman and released the kidnapper. Is that same not? This is that same song that these guys, that word that this guy said, Burna Boy. He said, the monster you made. Those monsters that the Northerners have created have come back to haunt them. So why are they crying? That is my own. I don't have any other thing to say.
My brother, thank you so much. All right, my people,
let's can I just 1 minute, please? Jimmy,
I've not spoken on this issue now. You're running up.
We are running up now because
can I just speak 1 minute? 1 minute.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Talk to us now. 30 seconds, not 1 minute.
Okay. I just want to respond a little bit to my brother Hakim. It's about the issue of Shehu Sani. You see, when we are speaking on a platform like this, we should know that we are speaking to the world. That idea of attacking anyone that comes out, even if it has been a political office holder, at least we should stop that. If you must know, I need somebody to contradict me. If there is anybody who has fought his political party to speak on behalf of the people, it's Shehu Sani. If Hakim has any other person contrary to that, he should please come up with it. Don't tell us that Shehu Sani should have made laws. Go back to research and see what Shehu Sani did Even to his family, and that's what made him to leave the house. Thank you.
Elvis,
Can you please tell me what he
my
did?
2 minutes. I'm quiet. My 2
Hold on,
minutes.
hold on. Let Mr. Mori talk to us. Thank you, Jimo, everyone. Thank you, sir. Your minute is over. Mr. Mori, go ahead. 1 minute, sir. We need to go now.
No, 2 minutes. Why are you giving me 1 minute?
But
I'm not spoken on this.
No.
I
Okay,
haven't.
go ahead, sir.
All right. Thank you once again. You see, there was a general in Nigeria. I think what Abacha that said, if insurgency lasts for a few days, it could be a coincidence.
More than 24 hours.
If it
The
lasts
government is in the know. Yes.
If it lasts for months and years, you know that he has the state sponsorship or political undertone. The insurgency, you see, there was a general that was serving under Jonathan. Was it Azazi? He was giving us a revelation. He was giving us a revelation. Yeah, he was giving us some revelation on how this evil called insurgency was perpetrated. Within a few weeks, the guy was eliminated through death arrangement. So, what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to portray the fact that there is no insecurity, no insurgency will last for years without a solution. You know that he has the state backing. What we have in Nigeria was politically motivated for selfish interest and personal aggrandizement. Now, it's going haywire. It's going beyond their control. That is why we see them crying. I want to correct some of our brothers. Like Mr. Akim said, Shehu Sani. Shehu Sani has been a vocal voice for the voiceless. He has been a comrade in the struggle. But, you know, he was in National Assembly. I understand your point of view. He was there. In the National Assembly, it's also it's a political arrangement that has been skewed against the people. Another person said National Assembly are just there to make law. No, they are the greatest asset we have in democracy. The difference between militocracy and democracy is the National Assembly. Because under the military, you have
Mr. Mori, tell me.
Let me finish my
Tell me
I'm not
which
you.
bill did you sponsor?
Akim, please don't interrupt me.
Yeah, why are you interrupting me, please?
Go ahead.
You're always attacking panelists. It's not fair. Let it land.
Why you let me land? I'm not attacking you. Yeah, in the National Assembly, you could have your say, but the majority will always have their way. This is why we believe the political solution. It will be more easier for the hell of a camel to go through the hell of a needle than the political solution to solve the problem of Nigeria. All we need is revolution. And for people blaming our brothers and sisters in the north, I want to tell you, it's not the whole north. Be careful to use the northern elite. It's not all of them. There are some. The problem of the poor man in the south. It's also I serve in Bauchi State. It's also the problem of the common man, poor man in the north. They brainwash them. They deny them of education that will enlighten them. Because there is a saying, the educated man is easier to work with, the most difficult to enslave. They deny them of the basic education so that they will not differentiate their right from their left. Don't generalize the north. They are suffering the way we are suffering in the north, in the south. So another thing I want to quickly respond to, there is you could see how long it took Buhari to term them, to term the bandits as terrorists. That goes to show you that they are sponsored by the state. Thank you very much. I'll stop there for want of time.
So can I have my own 2 minutes now, please?
No, you already you don't fair talk this now.
No, I just contributed. I contributed, but you are giving everybody 2 minutes to round up.
No. You were the first person who contributed to this show.
Yeah, that was the contribution.
Yeah, no, that's what I give it to everyone. You know, we are not giving another 2 minutes round. Please, I'm sorry. We need to round up because if not, we are going to sleep here.
Mr. Edigi, please, we should always end with prayers in this platform. I have my reason.
Okay, all right.
And I want leftists to lead us in prayer today.
It's not really about prayers, but I just want to
let's put God in all we do.
I just want to quickly remind Mr. Edigi that assuming he's the president of this country we are, you see the problem. There have been revolution, like Omori did revolution and he won.
Leftists, lead us in prayer, please.
It is my turn. I have not spoken. No, it is my. You see?
I was right. I have not spoken on this issue.
That was your revolution.
Now, because if we let Akim talk, they will not come up for a year. Now, me know why.
The good comrade just brought prayer. Now, the good comrade, I really believe in prayer. But what I want to say is, if we must continue to use prayer to end this program, then we must have the all religions. Like after praying with Christianity, then the Muslim. If we have Muslim here, the Muslim will contribute. Then we have a pagan. Yes. It will be religious.
Good people as well. Good people as well will bring their own.
Yes, because
yes.
What I am saying.
I support you. I support you for that.
The Muslim man that's listening to us might get annoyed.
Lefties, I support you. I support you on that.
So I will pray as a Christian. Is there any Muslim that will support me?
No, we don't have listen, there's no point. We don't have Ayala people here, so there's no point.
Unless you represent the Muslims.
Here we go again. Religion intolerance again. No, Ayala, all is religion. That's why one of my mentors, Showore, went to the court with his Ayala. We should accept all.
Yes.
And that's where we get things from.
Yes.
I'm a Christian. My mom is a Pentecostal. My dad is a Catholic, but I'm addict. I don't believe in anything anymore. So anybody want to practice any religion should do it. We shouldn't discriminate, or we should have religion intolerance. That's the problem.
Lefties, I support you on this one. Lefties, I just support you on this one.
Of course.
I agree to stand as a Christian. Is there a Muslim
let's
that will
send the prayer
support
to Mr. Jimo Error. Mr. Jimo Error, please, Mr. Lefty, put your hand down. Put that hand down.
What happened to Mr. Lettis? What happened to Mr. Lettis?
No, Mr. Jimo, please. We don't want to know what happened. We need prayer now. Pray for us.
I can only pray with your boom. I don't know if it's acceptable.
You see? Nigeria, we hate thee.
Mr. Jimo, Ogun is acceptable. Use Ogun, okay?
Okay.
No, please.
Use a Nikao.
No, a Nika. And we know we follow them. But please, let's pray. Who is a Christian here? Pray for us, please.
Well, I'm a Christian. I can pray. It's not that I don't want. Why I brought those problems up?
It's okay now, Mr.
All right. I raise my hand up.
You see why Nigeria will never go together?
Christ.
You see why
Nigeria take off your cap.
I don't get cap before.
Nigeria,
remove your cap.
Another trouble don't happen.
Remove your cap.
Another trouble don't happen.
You have been pointed on. Mr. Nigeria, remove your cap.
Remove your cap. I will see your head for the first time.
Another trouble don't happen.
Don't worry, I go remove my cap. I go.
Oh yeah, now one pray, me you remove your cap.
I don't remove my pray. Pray.
No.
We don't agree.
This is corruption from Abuja. Leftist is working for the presidency. This is corruption.
Anyway, we thank God. Thank God for this program. We need to really thank God for making this program come true. We want to also thank Mr. Elvis Edigin for having the knowledge to put all this, many of us together. And we want to also believe that this is the last day of the year. And today, in few hours time, we'll be getting to New Year. A lot of people today, as we are talking now, cannot see the New Year. It is God's grace. For us to be able to be here, we need to also give thanks to God. And when I say give thanks to God, in whatever you believe, let's use it to thank God. I want to also say thank you, Jesus, because I believe in Jesus Christ. Yes, I believe in God. I believe in God through any method, but just it is the heart. So for providing us life, for giving us the opportunity to talk to, say the truth to power. For also, I want to pray for the country Nigeria. Nigeria need prayer. Prayer works. I agree, prayer works, but prayer with work. I want God to help us as a Nigerians to give us that persons and allow the people to have change of heart to know what it means to be in government, to know what it means to be a leader. Our leader should repent first, because the leader does not repent.
Amen. This will not be prayer. They pray again now. Amen.
Now prayer, and they talk to God, and they beg God make He help us.
All right, the Irish world want to contribute now. We don't say amen to your prayer. Thank God. Amen. The Irish world want to conclude with us. Go ahead, the Irish world.
Yes, I just want to say, I started the debate with you people along the line that got disconnected. So I just want to thank all the fellow panel. I'm sorry for not able to continue. Maybe it was my network, and I was trying to come back again. It's like the panel was filled up.
Thank you.
So I just want to thank everybody there, and I just want to add just my 2% observation. I think we should try, and I understand it's a debate, everybody wants to work in the same direction, and I just want to advise us to try, and because we have a goal that we are working towards, so we should try as much as we can to control ourselves. Let it not be that maybe people watching us from outside, we see us as if people are trying to seek self-relevance to themselves in the channel and all that. So I really appreciate the topic of today, and I always learn a lot with you people, and I hope God will give us the strength to continue in this new year, and I wish everybody a happy new year and to see you people next year in good health.
Amen. Bye. Amen. Thank you so much, madam.
Madam Irene Ward, we really appreciate your participation today. I, for one, I just want to say thank you for coming on the debate today, and I really appreciate your efforts. You spoke well at the first time when you were given the platform, and I just want to say thank you again, and happy New Year to yourself and your family, and have a good night.
Madam Harry Ward, very sorry I did not see
more women next time.
These people want to start all over again. Thank you, Mother Harry. Thank you.
More women next time. I needed on the forum.
Israel, thank you. Alex, thank you. Brother Rex, Franklin, thank you. Lefties, Toya,
give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Can you imagine?
Thank you. The good comrade, thank you, sir. Mr. Maruyi, thank you. Brother Nice have left us. Thank you. Thank you, everyone on the comment section. Happy New Year to every one of you.
Just no say you they owe me 2 minutes. Just no say you they owe me 2 minutes.
But in
they owe me 30 minutes now.
It's everybody.
You are owing me 30 minutes.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Next program.
Thank you, thank you, everyone. Because I have
the one in 2023.
I have another program straight away. That's why I'm rushing, because I still need to go to church. So
what's the title? What's the title of the next program?
No, how many hours remain to New Year?
Governor Obaseki lighting up.
It depends on where you. It depends on where you are, lefties.
Thank you.
If you are in Australia, it's already New Year.
Alex.
Okay.
Alex, come up on my phone.
Happy New Year, everybody. I'm in Australia. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Oh, Happy New Year, sir. Oh, wow. You already New Year already now. Thank you. All right. You guys follow me on the comment section. I just pasted the link right there. I appreciate every one of you. Happy New Year once again. Tomorrow, we are going to continue from where we stopped. Thank you. And God bless you all. I'm rounding up right now. Thank you for your time with us. And God bless all of you now. Please, if you find the link on the comment section, join me on the next program right away. Thank you, and God bless you all.